Ladies and gentlemen, boys and girls, welcome to our very own Titan Studio, very own live streaming channel right here, brought to you here by TSPN, the Titan Sports Programming Network. I'm your host, Ada Winkler, alongside with my very own Conrad Rat over here,
Luke Jackman.
Luke Jackman. Thank you very much. We are live here from Berea-Midpark High School. Now, we have been waiting for this moment for a very long time because the Battle of Bagley is here. Woo! And for those of you who are joining us tonight, welcome. Allow us to introduce you to the teams. Tonight, we have the Berea-Midpark Titans taking on our very own huge rival, the Olmsted Falls Bulldogs. Now, this rivalry has lasted for a very long time, and you know, a real winner has not been really chosen or superiorized yet.
Always been a 50-50.
Always been a 50-50. Kept going back and forth, and it just doesn't make sense anymore. We may not know the true answer until a very while. But a little bit of a spoiler alert, we're actually not going to be doing one game. We're actually going to do two, involving two varsity teams, the same rules, the same building, the same time and effort, same energy, but only one can take the winner. Will the Titans go 2-0 or will they face defeat? We're going to have to find out. There's no telling on what to expect, so let us go down and introduce to some of the players. And as always, ladies first. Starting off with freshman Lily Jones, a.k.a. number 0. A freshman with a non-stop motor. She just brings so much energy and time on the floor and is a confident shooter. Is not afraid of those big moments at all. When fear gets in her way, she remains strong, even when the things start to get hard non-stop all the time. She gets her team motivated to keep going no matter whatever happens.
Relentless motor.
Relentless motor. Very well said. But that's not all we got here. We also got junior Maya Walker, a.k.a. number 2. Now, Maya Walker is known for her efficiency and, of course, impact, leading the team in plus-minus of her scoring and, of course, smart play to get her team back on the lead when it comes to those close and tough moments. And, of course, let's take a look right over here. We got Casey Friel, a.k.a. number 3, which is a strong junior as well. And Casey Friel can impact the game in multiple ways and match up with just about anyone on the court, really. So no matter how short or tall or easy or hard a team is, they're always going to play them. But that's the kind of person we need because Olmsted Falls is not an easy team to defeat.
No, it's going to be tough.
In fact, it's actually going to be one of the hardest. I heard that they've made many accomplishments within this past year. So we really do wonder what to expect here for Olmsted Falls, but we do expect to see the best. But hopefully we're expecting the best for our very own Titans, but only time's going to tell on that question. And, of course, let's not forget a junior captain here, Emma Arnold, a.k.a. number 10. Emma Arnold is a two-way standout who can shoot and defend, earning the team a second-team all-conference honors just as a sophomore. Could have been freshman, could have been anything but sophomore. Like, are you kidding me right there? 10th grade. I remember in 10th grade, I couldn't even work with a camera that well, so that was just fun. But as a sophomore, got her right into the second team in the all-conference. So no wonder she's captain right over there. Totally makes sense indeed. Now, introducing number 11, Presley Father, as a sophomore defender with a high motor. And Father leaves toughness and effort to every possession. No matter how hard or tough on whatever's going to happen and everything, she always remains strong, especially when it comes to Olmsted Falls, because they are the longtime rivalry team, and they are going to get under their skins, of course. Now, excuse me if I mispronounced the name incorrectly, but we're doing our very best here. So despite what I've said, she's going to be really good, and you better watch out for number 11. Otherwise, she's going to have to give you the 6 or 7. Now, moving on to number 13, Lexi Hall, the sophomore who contributes to be both a rebounder and a shooter, knowing us that sometimes the best offense can be the best defense too. Hall has a knack for being in the right place at the right time. Now, that's something that we kind of learned from the JV game earlier, is that timing always matters, especially when it comes to those fast break opportunities. You got to know
passing. Getting back on defense and posting up.
That's right. And you got to have good communication skills, because if you don't have that, that's going to cost you your game. So whatever you got to do, you always got to lock in, but Lexi Hall knows what to do at that time. Although we're not just done yet there, people. We've still got more. Here's number 14, a.k.a. Bella Miller. Miller is a junior captain and a sharpshooter known as the Brook Park Bella. I'm not going to lie, that's actually kind of a catchy name right there. But let's just say the Brook Park Bella is going to make it rain tonight, because she provides the leadership and the scoring from the perimeter. So you're going to try and take cover in the umbrella, well, then you better watch out for Bella Miller, because she is going to make it rain, and make it rain hard. In fact, she's going to bring the thunder and the lightning. So you better watch out for our very own Bella Miller. Now, moving on, we've got more. Here is our very own Mo Zoka, a.k.a. number 2. Zoka, right over there. Mo Zoka. My apologies once again. Mo Zoka is a junior that does all of the dirty work, basically. It's not an easy thing to do. Like all these guys can go through some easy times and have some nice little easy moments just to relax and everything, but she puts in the sweat, the blood, and everything. She just keeps going and going on no matter what stops. Once she gets started, she's gonna keep going. And that's the kind of teammate that this team needs when it comes to facing the Olmsted Falls Bulldogs. Now, let's move on to Avery James, number 23. Not LeBron, but Avery James, which is a high-energy junior. James brings a relentless effort and enthusiasm, which was, again, another cause to be the second team in the all-conference section in softball as a sophomore as well. Same drill going on right over there from Emma Arnold, but it seems like these may have humble beginnings, but very big dreams and big ends. So you better expect on what we've got a lot here tonight. And of course, let's not forget our very own important one of them all, our very own captain, Junior Regan Broughton, number 55, aka the daughter of head coach Kevin Broughton, which is the new head coach for the girls varsity team. Now, she's not known for her talents in basketball, but she's also elite in soccer. Broughton has earned the first team in all Ohio's honor as a sophomore and the focal point of the offense. So if there's anyone to watch out for, it's Regan Broughton. So you better keep it right there. And trust me, I met her before. I've talked to her so many times. She does not play around in the court at all. So
not at all.
So everybody's going to need to keep their eyes on her. Never judge a book by its cover. I'm going to tell you that right now. Like, if you take a look at all these accomplishments right here, she's got a lot. From first team to second to many more. This game can really, it could be anyone's game here. It really can. So, as said before, the rivalry just keeps going back and forth, right?
Yeah.
Alrighty, so now I understand that you're part of the freshman team yourself.
Yeah.
Understand that you're kind of getting used to a few things, but I would like to actually hear from you. What is it that you exactly expect here in tonight's game?
Well, I expect a lot of defense, and I don't think it's going to be a high-scoring game. I could see like 30, maybe 25 points after halftime. Right. It's going to be a tough game.
It's going to be a tough game, but here's the thing you got to know. It doesn't really matter how much points you get. That's just, if anything, points just makes you show off or make you look good or get you world records. What matters is if you have more. Don't forget, people, that's what it takes to win, to have more points than the other team until the time is up. Now another thing that we were talking about earlier, fast break opportunities. Let's talk about that for a second, because fast break opportunities are not an easy thing to do. You gotta pay attention to a lot of things. You gotta pay attention to literally everybody's position, what the coach is telling you, what your teammates are telling you. Try not to dribble the ball or turn it over. There's a lot of risks involving stuff like that. Although the reward can be high if played right. Easy points right there.
Yeah.
Because, like, like most of you may not know, but the secret weapon of tonight's game is more than what people think. The secret weapon of tonight's game is stress, because this is a huge rivalry team, and it just keeps going and going over and over again. And plus, the rivalry team's not an easy team to defeat, and you don't want to let your school down right there, as the student section really does love to get competitive down there.
Yeah, it's going to start packing in.
Gonna start packing in, and 100% definitely right. But as always, we're gonna do the girls' game first, because ladies first, as always. But I am I'm actually looking forward to this game right now.
This could be the game of the night.
All right, and we're gonna wrap it up right here, and we're gonna take it away right on, as the first quarter will begin very soon.
We are pleased that you are here tonight. Berea-Midpark High School and Olmsted Falls High School are members of the Ohio High School Athletic Association and run by the standards of conduct, competition, and relations with member schools. In order to make tonight's contest as enjoyable, please represent your school and community in a positive and respectful manner. And means follow the rules, speak and act responsibly, and show courtesy and respect to your fellow fans, the officials and coaches, the administrators and authority figures, and of course, your team and club. Let's make tonight's contest great by remembering to respect the game. Thank you. The official society of this game has selected and assigned according to the procedures adopted by the Ohio High School Athletic Association in the Southwestern Conference. Tonight's officials are Ryan Schumacher, Brett Wayne, Patrick Butler. Ladies and gentlemen, may I ask that you please stand. Gentlemen, remove your hats and direct your attention to the east end of the gymnasium, complying with our national anthem, the Star Spangled Banner. Introducing tonight's starting lineup for the Bulldogs. Junior guard, number 5, Senior forward, number 22, Jesse Simon. Junior guard, number 25, Emma Saber. And junior forward, number 32, Rick Lawton.
Once again, as we are about to get underway right here live at Berea-Midpark High School, the first round of the Battle of Bagley between our Berea-Midpark Titans versus our longtime rival, the Olmsted Falls Bulldogs. Now, this here is going to be one heck of a game. Even if it's a girls' match, it's going to be one that none are never going to ever forget.
Game of the Azers.
Game of the ages, Azers, whatever you want to say. This place is alive and roaring as we get set for round one here of the Battle of Faculty coming up right now. It's going to be Avery James versus Olmsted Falls, and it was picked up, and looks like we got a call coming from the ref by Emma Arnold. And it will be going to the Olmsted Falls Bulldogs. Going to give it out to 25. Point guard versus Regan Broughton. Here comes number 5. Attempts to go. Here's 3. Out to 22. Out to 5 now. Here comes 25. Now 22. 5 close to the paint. Here 3. Going to attempt to drive in. 5. The defense of the Titans is so far outstanding, it was just only a few seconds. Here comes number 5 now. Catches it. 32, tries to put it up, gets it down. Already off to a good start right there. Opening score. Catches the ball right in time. Give props to Lily Jones for that. Here comes Regan Brocken. Gonna pass it now. Gonna put it up. And it's good. That's what I'm talking about. Now that's what you gotta be careful of from a captain, Emma Arnold. Whoa! Now here comes point guard number 25 from the Olmsted Falls Bulldogs against Captain Regan Brock. Gonna give it out to 5 against Jones. Here comes 22, out to 32 now. Playing it rough out there in defense. Loses the ball. Catches it. And Emma Arnold's fighting the ball. And what do we got here? And it will return back to the Olmsted Falls Bulldogs after the fight against Emma Arnold. Gonna attempt to put it out in 3, and we got a call already. Unsure what's happening right now, but it seems like Olmsted Falls is going to retake the ball.
Not a very clear call by the ref.
Well, that's just what refs are sometimes. Not really clear.
Yeah.
But don't worry about that. What matters is what's the gameplay is coming here, just like the foul that we had to experience from the Berea-Midpark Titans, as number 22 from the Olmsted Falls Bulldogs will now go to the line for 2 shots. Puts it up, as now we are tied 3-3.
The second one,
once again, the second one drills in. Gonna give it out. Here comes Broughton. Out to Jones. Jones gives it now to James. Puts it up. No good, and rebounded by number 32. Passes out to 25. Point guard of Olmsted Falls against Captain Regan Broughton. Gonna attempt to drive in. Gives it out to 5. Against Jones. Gonna give it out to 3. Saves it in time, and Regan Broughton catches it for the fast break opportunity. Puts it up. Puts it in. Now that's how you complete a fast break opportunity right over there. Regan Broughton. Whoa! Now, I try to tell everyone, but no one's listening to me. Do not mess with her. Here comes 22, attempting to put it up for 3. Doesn't get it down, rebounded by 25. Over Regan Broughton. Does not get it down, but
another rebound
by 22. Puts it up again.
Another miss.
Doesn't get it. Rebounded by Jones. Here comes Jones now. Attempting to put it up. Gets it down. Easy layup right over there.
Titans in a full court press.
Here comes 23. Double team now. Out to 5. Loses it and out of bounds. Last touch by number 3, Casey Frio.
Still great defense right there by the Titans.
Yeah, you got to give them props for all the really great defense, what's going on right over here. That's not really an easy thing to do, and the thing that JB really needs to work on there. Here comes 23. Doesn't get it down and is just going to let it go. Already off to a decent start with a 3-point lead. Now they're going to take it out of bounds with 5 minutes and 5 seconds remaining. Here's Captain Regan Broughton. Gives it out to Lily Jones. Looking for someone. Going to try and drive in. Here comes James. James out to Jones. To Broughton, 4-3. Almost had it right there, but rebounded by Jones. Here comes Broughton, going to attempt to put it up. Doesn't get it. I had high confidence there, but maybe just a little bit too much. Now here comes 22. Passes it out all the way down to 3. 25 against James. Here comes 5. Going to attempt to put it up. 3 is going to attempt to drive in over Regan Broughton, but hits the rim. Oh, again. Break brick right there. Might as well be a builder. Now here comes Regan Broughton. An attempt to drive it in and put it up. Doesn't get it. Rebounded by the Olmsted Falls Bulldogs. Now they may get a few breaks here and there, but at least their wall can remain strong. I'll tell you that. That's the one thing you got to know. And speaking of which, and out of bounds, last touch by Lily Jones, number 0.
As Olmsted Falls substitutions come in.
What do we got here? We got number 5 coming out and number 22 coming out as well. Excuse me on that one there. There we go now. 20 out to 24. struggling with the defense. Gets it out to 28 over Jones. Doesn't get it down. Rebounded by 24. Intercepted. Regan Broughton. Passes it out to Jones. Here comes Avery James out to Regan Broughton from G. Oh, you gotta be kidding me. Regan Broughton from downtown. Titans now up by 6.
That was nearly the volleyball line.
That had to be one of the greatest shots I've ever seen since Tres McAllister. And 25 puts it up now. Here comes Lily Jones. Out to Avery James. Now to Regan Broughton. Out to Jones. Down in the yard. Looking for Broughton. Fakes it there. Puts it up in a simple 2. Wins it. This woman's on fire. Here comes point guard number 3 from the Olmsted Falls Bulldogs now. Passes out to 24. Is going to attempt to drive in. Out to 3. Puts it up for 3. Doesn't get it down. Rebounded by Broughton. Regan Broughton once again. Going to attempt for the fast break opportunity now. Here comes number 10. Number 10, Lily Jones. And doesn't get it down. Here comes 25 now. Puts it up. Doesn't get it down still. I mean, I don't get it. She's a really tall lady, but still can't get the shots down. Well, sometimes you can't make them all because Regan just didn't get that one down, and a tough call being made. And look at here, we got a substitution coming in. Avery James is coming out for a new one, number 24. Excuse me, number 14, Bella Miller. I apologize there on that one, people. Here comes number 5 now. Double teamed. Here comes 27. 22. My apologies once again. Out to 24. And misses the bounce pass. Well, that's what happens when you miscommunicate right there. Stuff like that happens. Yep. Now, here comes Lily Jones. Out to Broughton. 15, hyping them up. Here comes Miller. Trapped, double teamed. Out to Arnold. Wide open shot. Jones puts it up for 3. And timeout Bulldogs. And that's what I call a good game right there. The team seems confident. They seem hyped up and all ready to go once again. We got a full timeout here right now. As now we're about to get back on as about 1 minute and 5 seconds remain just in the first quarter. Now this is going to be a lot crazier than I anticipated right here. Now let's take a look at the lineup. We got Regan Broughton. We got Casey Friel. We've got Bella Miller out there. So as well as Lily Jones and Emma Arnold. And once again, and it seems like they passed it over to the student section. Huh. Poor guys, what did they do? Guilty right there. Now here comes point guard, gives it out to Jones. Here comes Miller, gonna attempt to drive in, triple team, and passes it to the away bench now. At this point, I think they're just mistaking the pass to people a lot now.
Yeah, a lot of
their teammates for
miscommunication.
something else. Well, we're never going to really know the perspective, but I'll tell you this. We're up by 9, and that's all that matters. Now, here comes 5. No travel called. 22 puts it up for 3. Does not get it down, and Olmsted Falls will remain in possession. Now they're going to take it from out of bounds with 37.7 remaining. Here comes 5, puts it up for 3, doesn't get it down, rebounded by point guard Regan Broughton. Here it comes now for the fast break opportunity. Attempts to drive in, looks for Miller. And steals it and just leads it to right out of bounds. If she would have only caught that, that would have been an easy point layup right there, fast break.
Yeah. I gotta be confused about that.
100% on that one. Looking for someone, gives it out to Regan. Here comes Jones. 20's giving them something right now. Fights for the ball. And what do we got here?
They're gonna say
the Titans were ball. Titans still get the ball with 11.1 seconds remaining just in the first quarter. One thing I'm not even understanding is that the whole crowd's panicking already like it's fourth quarter and we're down by like 1 point.
Yeah, with only 11 seconds to go in the first quarter.
Now here comes Jones.
It's a good game so far.
Gonna drive it in. Now here is Friel. Out to Broughton with 3 remaining. Gets it and will not matter as the buzzer goes off.
Tough possession right there.
But we already got a decent start in the first quarter. Titans 15, Olmsted Falls Bulldogs only 6.
That is some great defense by the Titans.
Now, I've got to say, and here comes the Olmsted Falls cheerleading team right now. Meanwhile, they cheer. Let us go back to our reporter, Emma Rivera. Emma, take it away.
TSU for the ball. To achieve your goal.
We are here right after the first quarter. Berea-Midpark against Olmsted Falls, 15-6. Berea-Midpark is up. They are playing an aggressive game here today. Olmsted Falls is 37th in the state, first in the conference, undefeated in the conference, 8-3. Berea-Midpark is showing that they want it more. Okay.
Thanks, Emma. And just in time, too, because we're back on. It's already a fight in the ball, and we just got back on. Here comes 4-3. Doesn't get it down. Rebounded by number 5 from the Olmsted Falls Bulldogs. Now out to number 22. Gives out to 3 in the paint. Loses the ball.
It'll be Titans ball.
And it's debating, and the Titans will regain their possession.
Great job on defense. Being physical.
And we got a substitution here. We got number 11, Presley, coming in now for number 3, Casey Friel. Gives it out to Broughton now. Broughton's got to be tired at this point. You got to give her props for that. Here comes Jones. Puts it up for 2. Easy shot. Easy way to go. No need to get for that 3. No need to be a Curry. Just be a hero.
Very nice midi right there.
Now here comes 25 against Jones. Gonna attempt to get past her, which she does. Goes to the paint. Out to 3. Puts it for 3. Still doesn't get it down.
Another one.
And still does not get it down. 32 rebounds. Doesn't get that one either. Here comes Lily Jones now. Looking to find someone. Chooses Broughton. Broughton spins. Puts it up. Rebounded by 10. By 10, Emma Arnold. Jones. And what do we got here? And a foul called on the Olmsted Falls Bulldogs.
Hit Emma Arnold right in the face.
Now you can't just hit people in the face like that, even though it's a mistake. You got to be careful when you use his hands, especially on defense. That's the thing that they need to understand.
They're dialing up.
Now, as we speak, they are going to inbound it. Broughton finds Arnold. Jones gets 22. Looking for a good play here. Gonna attempt to drive in. Out to Broughton now. Oh, just goes past him. And here we go. Doesn't get it down. Thought we were onto something right there, but guess not. Here comes 25 now against Jones. Attempts to spin, attempts to put it up, and a foul called, but no shot is good. And Lily Jones just took the defense a little bit too far. as sometimes that's okay, but also sometimes not. You got to understand when it comes to defensive movements. You can get tough, but you got to be careful when you use those hands.
Got to be graceful.
Puts it down. Olmsted is now trails by 10.
6 minutes to go.
Andrew James.
And a substitution was made. Maya Walker is going out for Avery James. And another substitution coming in. Number 20 from the Olmsted Falls Bulldogs comes out for 32. Now, don't get me wrong. 32 has been rebounding good, but she's got to give it out to someone in the wide open.
Got to be a playmaker.
Now, I'm not saying anything's her fault, but just got to refresh the mind. That's all you got to do. Now, here comes Regan Button, point guard, against 22. He's going to try and drive it in, going to give it out. And stolen by number 3. Out to 22 now. Here we go. It's going down. Gets it. And now Olmsted Falls is responding and attempting to make a comeback here.
7-point game.
Here comes Broughton. Puts it up. Avery James saves the ball in time. Here comes Lily Jones now.
Resetting the play.
They're on to something. I can tell it. Jones gonna try and put it up. Doesn't get it down. Avery James is gonna fight for the ball, and the Olmsted Falls Bulldogs will to retake possession. Last touch by Avery James from the Berea-Midpark Titans. And 25 catches it. Hail Mary. And touchdown. They get it. Now here comes Lily Jones, number 0. Against 22, out to Regan Broughton from downtown again. Oh, she did it again from the same point. I can't tell if she's just showing off at this point. Man, that's how you do it right there. Now here comes 25. Passes out to 22. Is going to attempt to drive in. Bounce passes out. Puts it up for 3. Doesn't get it down. Fighting for that ball. Dives for it.
And tie up.
Presley Felder was attempting to get something out of that one.
Number 3, Casey Friel.
And Casey Friel resubs in.
Taking out Lily Jones.
And we also got Lexi Hall as well. Well, you got to give props to Lily Jones right over there. She may not have gotten the buckets, but I'll tell you this. She's got the mindset. When you got the mindset, you got a game win. Now here comes Regan Broughton out to our very own Casey Friel. Here comes Avery James. Broughton thinking of something. Gonna give it out to James. James. And oh, wow. Okay, well, here's the one thing I'm not going to blame the Bulldogs for. They play, that's good sportsmanship, trying to get Lexi Hall, number 13, back up on the ground. That huge respect for them.
Yeah.
And I'm saying that as a Titans fan. Now, here comes Lexi Hall out to Casey Free. Here comes Regan Broughton downtown.
Misses that one. It's gonna be,
and looks like they just hit the photographer on that rebound.
Little Titans ball down low.
I wonder if there's a rule that if a team causes a damage to camera equipment, the person that's responsible for the out of bounds would be at fault for the damages. just a little off topic question I was thinking of. So forget what I just said, everybody. Here's Regan Broughton against 22. Attempting to make good ball movement, puts it up, and get it down.
Just not in.
Not gonna lie, that's a really good ball movement. So you just gotta make that good finish. That's just the one thing you gotta do. If you can do that, then you got yourself a game. You got yourself a win. Here comes 25 against Captain Regan Broughton. Attempts to drive in, passes it out, and a foul called.
It's like a blocking foul.
But that was a bad foul right there. Just ran right over to somebody like a car crash. Thankfully, no free throws will be shot yet. However, they will be inbounding. Here comes 3 against James. Here's 25. Attempts to drive in. Out to 20 now. And out of bounds. Last touch by Lily Jones. And what do we got here? And we got an Olmsted Falls substitution coming in. Number 20 for number 24.
Looks like an injury.
Well, that's just not good right there, I'll tell you that. Here it comes.
She's running off
range. And Regan Broughton now put it up. Here we go now, looking for someone. Chooses Lexi Hall out to Friel. And a foul called. And it looks like we got an offensive foul called on the Bulldogs. Okay, I'm not going to lie. I wasn't really paying attention to that move, so I don't know if the refs were either, so I can't really blame them on it.
They give it to the Titans, so
nothing to really complain about, to be fair. Now here comes Regan Broughton against 3, playing it tough, not taking it easy. Now here comes Emma Arnold out to Avery James. Looking for Regan Broughton, sets the pick. And Broughton, what amazing ball movement from Captain Regan Broughton. Now here comes Emma Arnold looking for Avery James. Here comes Lexi Hall and trips. No foul called, but runs still.
Fast break.
Puts it up. No foul called again, but still doesn't get the shot. And out of bounds. Last touch by Lexi Hall from the Berea-Midpark Titans. You know, I can't really blame them for that out of bounds thing, but you just got to use those sticky hands to get that ball, even if you don't know what's going on.
Yeah. Got to give that effort.
Now here comes 24. Gets 3. Puts it up.
In the post.
Down. All right. Against Casey Friel, too. You got to be kidding me right there. Well, you better watch out because Regan Broughton's coming. She's on her way. Now, here it is now. Emma Arnold doesn't get that one down, and they're going to let it go as Olmsted Falls gets a fresh start, figuring out what to do next. Titans are still up by 6, 20-14, with 2 minutes left to go in the second quarter. Here's 25 against Regan Broughton. Attempts to set the pick, drives in, puts it up, gets it down.
Good.
Something I've not seen all day. Now the Olmsted Falls Bulldogs are finally putting in that offense. Here comes Broughton. Out to Jones. Gives it to James. Back out to Broughton. Good attempt to drive in. Puts it up at the free throw line.
He is good.
Timeout Bulldogs. Timeout called by Olmsted Falls. That gave him a good wake-up call right there. That's just someone you can't mess with. You play some stupid games, you're going to win some stupid prizes. That's the one thing that teams just got to understand sometimes. Now I want to hear from you a little bit here, Luke. Now, out of what you've seen so far, what are your comments on what we've got so far?
Well, the game breakdown so far really is that extra little bit of effort. A lot of loose balls so far. If you can get control of those loose balls and turn that into points, you're going to win this game.
100% correct. I absolutely agree with you there. Make sure you use those sticky hands. Just get that ball. Avoid the turnovers because those turnovers are just free points right there. Mistakes can happen, but turnovers are just worse than mistakes. Now, here we go. Out 25 now against Regan Broughton. It's going to give it out to 32. Out now 22 against Avery James. And the wide open for 325 puts it in. It's now a 3-point game. Olmsted Falls is slowly making a comeback. Here comes Lily Jones now. Out to Casey Friel. Here's Regan Broughton attempting to drive in. Oh, she's mad. Here's Frio. Gets the in. 22's running for the fast break opportunity. Here we go. Over Frio and a foul call. Runs right over to the student section.
Jumps into the student section.
Yeah, I'll tell you that. And head coach Kevin Broughton doesn't seem happy right now. Don't know what's going on exactly, but you just got to be careful when it comes to the fast break moves. Now 22 will go to the line for 2 shots. Gets it down. Now it's a 2-point game. No subs called. With 50 seconds, 1 point left to go. And now we have a 1-point game. Any basket can get them a tie or a lead. Hopefully this is going to be a good wake-up call, but good enough to get the Titans back up on the ground. It's blocked by 22. Oh, no. Okay. I was not expecting that right there. With 30 seconds left to go now. Here we go. 25. Out 22 now. Here comes number 3. Gonna drive in and gonna try a pass, but won't do it. And they're gonna take it out of bounds now with 21.8 seconds remaining. Enough time to make a good play for the last break second opportunity. Here's Lily Jones now, attempting to make it in, looking for Broughton. Double teaming Broughton now. An attempt to do something. Spins. Gets it. Puts it up. Gets it down. Puts it up the front court. Will not matter as the student section kicks it in. We will now go to halftime as the Titans lead 24-21. 3-point lead. What a way to go for a start of the first half for the first game. Something you really don't expect or see every day, do you?
No. This is a good game so far. Did not expect that.
100% not even at all. This has been one heck of a game, but I bet you want to hear more from more people, so let's take it back to Emma Rivera, shall we? Emma, you may begin when you are ready.
It is 24-21 here at the half. This is such a fun game to watch. Both teams are so aggressive right now. They each want it so badly. Olmsted Falls was able to tighten the score to 24-21 after being down lots in the first quarter. But you could tell each team wants this. And we're going to see in the second half who wants it more.
Well, thank you very much, Rivera. And, of course, thanks to all of you for watching TSPN Now. We will be back right after halftime.
I was just moving it sideways.
Oh, no, that's fine. We're using that That's really... It works. Ladies and gentlemen, welcome back as we're back here from TSPN. As the game's now tied 24-24. 3 ball doesn't get it down. Heard a bit of crowd voices there. Show what's going on. As some of you may not know that the spotlight's still on. So that's actually kind of funny, I'm not going to lie. Here comes 5 now. 32 now. Here's 3. 4-3. Doesn't get it down yet. Titans rebound. Here comes Lily Jones. Out to Regan Broughton now. All right, gonna drive in. Gonna fake it. Gonna put it up. Ooh! She put him right there. They just got bamboozled. Here comes 3 now. Against Arnold. Against Avery James now. Here's 25 against point guard and captain Regan Broughton. Here comes 5 now. Puts it over Jones. Doesn't get it though. Rebounded by Casey Friel. Here is now Regan Broughton. Here's Jones. Avery James for 3. Wide open for 3. Now you can't say that was a bad shot because that was not even close to a bad shot. Here comes 25. Gonna spin. Travel's now been called on Olmsted Falls. One thing I wanted to say earlier, but I think I'm going to have to say now, the proof here is simple. Play smart plays, you get a win. If you don't, you may have to face the consequences and the risks. Now here comes Lily Jones against 5. Going to attempt to drive in.
Kicks it for 3.
Wow. Here comes 25 now. Bulldogs at Falls. What a play going on there from Casey Friel and Regan Broughton. Some heck of some all-stars right over there. Now, I don't even know what to say here besides this is one good game. This is just even entertaining for myself. Hope you guys are enjoying yourselves. Now, if you're watching this and just tuning in, thank you for joining in for TSPN, the Titan Sports Programming Network. As we take on Berea-Midpark Titans and the Olmsted Falls Bulldogs for the big rivalry of the Battle of Fact. And just like that, the game's now back on. Take a look here. We've got Avery James. We've got our very own Emma Arnold, Regan Broughton, Lily Jones, and Casey Friel. Here comes 25 now. Gonna give it out to 32. Here's 22 now. Out to... And not gonna catch it. It's a fight there. Avery James playing some really good defense, I'll tell you. Puts it up. Getting him. Good defense, but was fast enough and sneaky enough to get through. Now here comes Regan Broughton. Out to Lily Jones. And fight for the ball. Number 3 catches it from Olmsted Falls. Trying to make a play here. Here comes number 3 against Regan Broughton. Now out to 22 against Emma Arnold. Avery James working on something against Broughton. Here's 5. Gonna attempt to drive in, gonna give it out. Looking for someone. Gonna attempt to drive in, puts it up right over Casey Friel. Now here comes Lily Jones as we go into a 4-point game here. Here's Friel. And tackling for the ball. Olmsted Falls wins it. Gonna run for the fast break. And Friel seems like she's having a hard time, but managed to get back up. 25 charges. And a foul called on Regan Brock.
And 25 is going to go to the line.
Going to go to the line for 2 shots for an opportunity to trail by only 2 points. Stays a 4-point game as she's got 1 more remaining. And a substitution here. We've got number 20 coming in for number 3. One thing I'm starting to notice is that head coach Kevin Broughton is not making as much substitutions as we anticipate. We need to give our best players a break so we save the best for last and get ready. But overall, we just may not know. We're not strategists. He just might be onto something. Here comes Regan Broughton, puts it up and gets fouled along the way.
Almost an and 1 there. Crowd would have went wild for that.
Oh, man, I'll tell you that, especially with the whiteout theme. Oh, they would have had that place shining bright. Now, Captain Regan Broughton's going to head out for 2 shots. Doesn't get the first. And a substitution for Olmsted Falls. We got 24 coming in for number 5. Gonna try one more time. Gets that one down. As now the lead is back up to a 4-point game. With 3 minutes and a half left to go, this is starting to become crazy already. Here's 22 out. Gonna give it out to 24. Gonna attempt to drive in, post up against Jones. Here is 22 against Avery James. Gonna try and put it up. No foul called. Out of bounds. Last touch by Avery James, apparently. And it seems like Coach Kevin Broughton wants to really object to that one.
Yeah.
Now, to be honest, I kind of don't blame it. I thought it was out of bounds by Olmsted Falls at first, but apparently the refs just had something else in mind. And with that being said, number 22 puts it up for an easy 2 points.
She has had a great game so far.
But Olmsted Falls is going to try and make a comeback, but will it be enough to stop the Titans? As Casey Friel doesn't get that one down, and 32 commits a foul against Emma Arnold.
Olmsted Falls has had a lot of loose ball fouls.
I'll tell you that. You can say that again. According to this, they actually have more fouls than we do. As they have 5, we only got 4. Now, they may not sound like a lot, but it's still more. And more is more, and more can get you to lose. Now, here comes Avery James looking out for Lily Jones. Here comes Regan Broughton now against 25. Crowd saying so many things, but we can't tell what's what. Lily Jones is going to try to put it up. Almost called as 25 will now run for it. Going to find a way. Here comes 24 against Avery James. Attempts to drive in, puts it up for 3. Doesn't get that down, rebounded by Emma Arnold. Now here comes Regan Broughton. Misses the shot. Sometimes the fire can burn out if you don't stay consistent enough. If you don't stay consistent, that fire can burn out. Therefore, you could get cold. Sometimes overconfidency is too much. That was the case here for Regan Broughton.
No
Here comes 25.
As they get the lay.
And now we are tied 33-33. No, it's crazy that no substitutions have been called yet. Regan Broughton still puts it up. And a timeout called by head coach Kevin Broughton of the Berea-Midpark Titans. And I can even hear him from here. Something's going on with him.
A lot of attention at that bench.
Now, if you take a look to the upper left corner, you can see the boys team are getting ready for their very own game as well. I wonder what we expect from them, but so far this is just far beyond entertaining, farther than what I was expecting anyways.
It's going to be hard for the boys game to compare, that's for sure.
I'll tell you that 100%. Now, we're still up by 2, 35-33, with 2 minutes in the third quarter remaining. However, it's more than enough time for Olmsted Falls to make a playback and win the game. Now, to those of you who are watching, let's break this down on what our Titans need to do in order to get this W. If they get if they make the smart moves, if they know how to do what they do best in those fast break opportunities, that's a game. If they don't, then there are risks that need to be taken.
Well said.
Now, Olmsted Falls will regain the possession down from full court. Hopefully, Kevin Broughton's words inspired the girls to keep going, or may have just overfrightened them. We're going to have to find out sooner than later. Here comes 25 now against Avery James. Here comes 22 now against Broughton.
Almost stolen.
20 wide open, still doesn't get it out. Here comes Lily Jones now against 22. Here comes Regan Broughton now. Down in the corner is Emma Arnold. Emma fakes it. Here comes Casey Friel. Finds Jones. Jones is going to find his way. Great ball movement now. Lots of ball movement coming here. Here comes Jones now. Going to put it up. Oh!
In.
Almost trips, but still on the ground. Now that's the mark of a true warrior right there. Now here comes 25 against Regan Broughton. 22 now against Avery James. 24 doesn't get it, but tries to drive in. No foul call, but just hits the backboard. 20 out, surrounded in the corner. 25 facing trouble now. Gonna attempt to drive in, gives it out, puts it up, gets it down.
2-point game again.
I was expecting a turnover, but they somehow recovered that. You know, this could be harder than we thought. Here comes Broughton. Puts it up for 3, doesn't get it down. No good by Emma Arnold. Now here comes our very own 25 from Olmsted Falls against Captain Regan Broughton. Avery James against now. 24 against James. Kicks the ball, but still recovers it. Drives in, puts it up, no good. Rebound and whistle called.
What's the call?
Unsure right now, but we are going to find out. And it looks like a foul was called on the Berea-Midpark Titans, and now by Avery James, apparently. Now 25 will go to the line for 2 shots. One thing I'm starting to understand, a lot of substitutions have not been made. Meanwhile, Olmsted Falls is making a lot of different plans to see what they can do to rest their good players and bring out the best when it comes to that time.
Yeah, I'm interested to see.
This just might not be the right decision for them. We just might need to think differently. Broughton is in trouble.
Stolen.
It's over. 22 now against Broughton. Puts it up. Blocked by Broughton. You gotta be kidding me. She falls down. Gets back up. And that's it for third quarter.
It is all tied up.
Tied 37-37. Are you kidding me? Now, this has been a crazy comeback from Olmsted Falls, but will it be enough to stop the Titans? If the Titans can play some smart plays, this W is easy for them to take. But if not, the risks can get awful. Now, I'm very interested to see what plans or substitutions that the Titans have in mind. They're going to keep the same players, or if they're going to substitute someone else.
It's going to be interesting coming out of this break.
You know, I'm really looking to see, I want to see Lexi Hall and Maya Walker out there. I feel like those are the underrated players that we don't talk about that have just been subbed out a lot. Meanwhile, don't get me wrong, the starting lineup, Lily Jones, Casey Friel, Stella Miller, Avery James, and Regan Broughton, man, they are all-stars, but sometimes you just got to give them a break, man. Got to let them refresh their minds. Let them think it over. Body doesn't last forever.
One thing's for sure, this is going to be a crazy fourth quarter.
100%. Last quarter, if all those 3 quarters have been crazy, this is probably going to be 3 times more. So, ladies and gentlemen, boys and girls, if you're tuning us in, welcome to TSPN. This is going to be one heck of a showdown. As always, enjoy the popcorn. Looking for someone in trouble. Gives it out to Friel. Double teamed. Gives it out to Avery James now. That attempts to drive in. Gives it out to Emma Arnold. Gonna drive in. Passes it out.
One more.
Lily Jones for 3. Doesn't get that down, but rebounded. Jones puts it up again. Easy lane shot from Lily Jones.
Titans are going to their half-court set.
But don't get ahead of ourselves, man, because we got 7 minutes and 30 seconds left to go, as we will keep you updated on time scores. Now here comes 22 against Avery James. Here is gonna put it up for 3. No good. Air ball. Touches it. I would have just let it go, to be honest. Now here comes Lily Jones, who's gonna run from fast break opportunity. It's all the way.
Oh, so close there.
4 people. Didn't get that down, but you know, with that kind of stress, I can't really blame her for that. With 5 now, gives it out to 22. Puts it up. Doesn't get that down. Casey Friel now gives it to Broughton. As Titans still lead up by 2 with 6 minutes and 45 seconds left to go. Broughton drives in, puts it up. Doesn't get it down. Rebounded by number 3 from Olmsted. Goes in.
We got a tie-up. And it'll be Bulldogs basketball.
To be honest, I don't know what the point of that was. I probably would have just got back into court to make sure we played some good defense.
She might have just wanted to set that intensity.
But here's the
Never
thing.
know.
The Titans, the Bulldogs, all of them, they got to get their stuff together. Otherwise, stress could be the main secret weapon. Like we explained earlier, the secret weapon is stress. It's a battle of drills. Comes 25, gives it out to 5, gonna attempt to drive it in. Against Broughton. Spins, tries to put it up, gets it down, and now we're tied 39 with 6 minutes left to go.
That is amazing by number 32 right there for Olmsted Falls.
Now here comes Regan Broughton, gonna attempt to drive it in. Puts it up, doesn't get it down. Fighting for the ball, and what do we got here? And the Olmsted Falls Bulldogs will regain the possession.
All tied up still.
I can already see stress coming from the crowd, including Superintendent Tracy Wheeler right over there. This just proves that this game is getting far more intense than we thought. Now here comes number 25 against Regan Broughton. Sets the pick. Puts it up over Avery James. No good. Rebounded by Regan Broughton. Gonna pinch on the 3 of them. It's only 2 of them now. Passes it out. 4-3.
Oh, so close.
It's gonna run for the fast break opportunity now. Here comes number 25 against Regan Broughton. Gonna put it up. No foul call. Rebounded by 32. Rebounded by Regan Broughton again. We're still tied 39-39 with 5 minutes and 15 seconds left to go in the 4th quarter. Here comes Regan Broughton right now against 25. Here's Lily Jones. Drives in, gives it out to James, but intercepted by 22 from Olmsted Falls. This just keeps going back and forth over and over again. With 4 minutes and 50 seconds left to go. Here's 5. Here's 22 against Avery James now. Gonna attempt to spin, put it up, gets it down, and Olmsted Falls will take their first lead of the night. Timeout called Berea-Midpark, and they'll discuss it over as they trail by 2, 41-39.
That was a minute of pure defense. Just Olmsted Falls getting 1 to go.
Now, I don't know what any of you think right now, but I think my point still stands. If we can't give good substitutions, if we can't make good plays, if we can't be smart on what we do, this can cost us our game. We've got exactly 4 minutes and 41 seconds left to go. Game's now back on. Still no change in substitutions. However, plenty of changes coming from Olmsted Falls, though. Whoever wins this one, there are points to be proven here. Regan Broughton's going to look for someone.
And that's two by Bulldogs.
It's a 3 now. Gives it out to 5. Here is 25. Puts it up for 3. No good. Still doesn't get the rebound. Avery James is fighting for the 32. And foul called on Avery James. 4 minutes and a half left to go in the fourth quarter. Looking for someone. Gives it out to 32 now. Here comes 25 against Regan Broughton.
This is a true nail biter.
This is going to hurt. Here comes 25. Puts it up. Doesn't get it down, but saves it. Back out. 32 now. Looking for 22. Puts it up for 3. Doesn't get it down. Rebounded by 3. Puts it up again. Still no good. Fighting for the ball.
Titans have it. Titans have it.
Has it. Wally Jones has got the ball now. Looks for Regan Broughton. Gets 5. Broughton attempts to drive it to tie the game. Yeah! Regan Broughton ties the game. 41-41. What a move there by Regan Broughton. This has started to become more intense than I could ever speak. Like, to be honest, I don't even know what I'm supposed to say. Luke, man, what are your comments on what should be the strategy moves coming up here for Berea-Midpark Titans?
It's simple right now. You got to get off of defense. Got to play offense. They really
100%. And I'll tell you,
really need it.
The Bulldogs are starting to step up their defense, and we've been noticing that for this whole game long. They've just been slowly but surely improving on their defense, and that just might cause the game of the Berea-Midpark Titans. No substitutions have yet been made.
Looks like these 5 are going to finish the game.
But that might be the case, as the Titans have 2 fouls. Meanwhile, Olmsted Falls has none. That could be a problem. Now, here comes 3 against 22 against James, against Broughton now. Against Friel, now fighting against Avery James. 25.
Setting it up.
Sets the pick. Attempts to drive in. Here comes 22 now against Regan Broughton.
Great defense so far.
Huge round coming from both sides of the court. 5 puts it up for 3. Doesn't get it. And out of bounds. Last touch by Casey Freya. Gives it out to 22. Puts it up and gets fouled on the way. Foul called on Regan Broughton. With 3 minutes and 4 seconds left in the fourth quarter.
These are some clutch free throws. This is what makes heroes.
Remains a tied game. 41-41. But she's got one more, though. This could give them the lead of just 1 point. And that could be enough to get them the victory. Doesn't get that one down either. Fighting for the ball. Casey Field's got it.
Coach Broughton will call a timeout.
Good move there by Coach Kevin Broughton of the Berea-Midpark Titans. Now, according to this, the Titans only have 1 timeout left. Olmsted Falls has 2.
3 minutes to go.
So if anything, this is a battle of timeouts here. Because these timeouts are going to be the secret ingredients to your wins. Now, the Olmsted Falls Bulldogs can play this secret tactic that I actually learned back then called ice the kicker, which is usually used in football. Use all the timeouts you have to stress out the enemy team. And give yourself enough time to make a bold play to win the game. So the battle of timeouts remains in favor of the Olmsted Falls Bulldogs, but the game is still unknown. Here comes Regan Broughton, double team now. Crosses over 3 of them, now 2 of them. Gets fouled on the way by number 25.
That was a great way to escape that press.
I'll tell you that is not an easy thing to do as just a one-man job. Broughton's going to look for someone. Gives it out to Emma Arnold. Gives it out now to Casey Friel. Going to attempt to drive in. Tips it, but recovers it. Lily Jones. Here's Regan Broughton now. Going to attempt to drive in now. We're still tied 44-44 with 2 minutes and 30 seconds left to go. Double team Regan Broughton. Lily Jones now has it.
Someone's
Avery
open.
James. They can't look at Casey Friel, but they're going to shoot it anyways.
The rim did not want it.
That's the thing that I saw her right there. Casey Friel, right in the right corner, wide open. 3 shot down. According to Casey Friel, she's got a strong performance when it comes to 3-point shooting.
Yeah, she
And
is
the
a sharp
first
shooter.
substitution ever made, Avery James is now going to come out. And who do we have in substitution? We've got Wesley White. Here's 25 now. 2-minute warning left to go. 25 now against Lily Jones. Gonna put it up. Gonna put it in.
2-point lead for the Bulldogs.
Still got 2 minutes left to go, but this just might have to be the craziest 2 minutes I've ever seen in my life. Gonna put it up now.
On the line, there would have been a 2, but
No good.
it's not going to go.
It's Presley. And we got another substitution here. We've got number 2, Maya Walker, subbing in for Regan Broughton. Wait, no, my mistake.
Presley.
Presley, yes. Apologies. Seems like Coach decided to change his mind on that.
Yeah, she was right there.
Here is Lily Jones.
There was Jones
Great
free
shot.
way up.
Easy way to go. Now we're tied. 43-43 with 1 minute and 40 left to go. Round 1 is tied with 1 minute and a half left to go. Crowd is on their heels right now. Cameras are on. Here's 3 out to 25 now. Puts it up for the 3. Doesn't get it down. Rebound.
Minute 18 to go.
Figuring out what to do here.
Fans are getting on their feet.
Here is Lily Jones looking for a good play. 60 seconds now remain in the 4th quarter, and we're still tied 43-43. 1 timeout remaining from Berea-Midpark. 55 now left to go. I don't know what they're doing here. It looks like they're going to try and dribble this out. They're going to try and dribble this out. Oh my gosh. Lily Jones. It's got to be smart when it comes to decisions like this.
Got to decide a play.
That is not an easy thing to do. That is a bold thing to do, I'll tell you. Dangerous, in fact.
Oh!
Out for the wide open 3. Yeah! He got shaken! The Berea-Midpark Titans now lead 3 with 21.3 left to go. Timeout, Olmsted Falls.
What a game.
I'm going to need a cup of water after this. This is way too intense.
Wow.
Now, if you take a look to the left side of your screen, you can see the student section is filled up to the top. It's a full house right now, filled with every person you could ever think of. Any teacher, anyone you could ever think of, they are here right now witnessing this moment of history. If you're interested in attending these games, check out BereaTitansAthletics.com for game and ticket information. As said in our Berea morning announcements, brought to you by Titan Studio. Now, let me break down on how we can do this. If the Bulldogs score 3, it's a ton. If they don't, they're going to have to foul, which the Titans will need to get free throws. So if they miss, it's almost over. The chances lay lower. So if there's any high chance to tie the game, it's now.
That's when this rod's going to do it.
Here he goes. Right against Mile Walker. Gonna attempt to drive in. Gonna put it up for 2.
No good. Oh!
Called on Mile Walker. She had her hands up, and Kevin Broughton seems to agree with her and stand by her side, but the refs are gonna still remain on the decision here. His number 25 will go to the line for 2.
14 seconds left. She makes it.
Now it's a 2-point game with 14.3 remaining. Now the Olmsted Falls Bulldogs have been good on defense, so that's the thing Berea-Midpark's got to be careful now. Gets that down. Timeout called by Olmsted Falls, I believe. Olmsted Falls has no more timeouts. Meanwhile, Berea-Midpark only has 1. You can see everyone packed up, from the men's basketball players, from the Titans to the Bulldogs, to the cheerleaders, to the student sections, to the parents, to the teachers, to anything, to even us. Everyone is watching.
I see even more people just filing in here.
More people are filing. This is somehow attracting attention more than ever. This just might be the game of history right here.
As the step team starts.
Oh, man, we do love me a good step team right there. Led by Mrs. Yakko. Give props to her for that one right there. Now, as said before, the Olmsted Falls Bulldogs have been showing great defense, especially when inbounding. So the Titans have got to be careful.
We got to find a way to break this press.
Catch that ball so they can get fouled. Finding someone. 3rd-second violation called. Timeout.
Oh, timeout. Okay.
No 5
they
seconds.
escaped it. They escaped
False alarm, everyone. Highly apologetic. No violation called. Timeout, Berea-Midpark.
That's the final. No more timeouts.
Both of them are all out of timeouts. So whatever it is they got to do it now. No more planning. This is the last time you talk. This is the last time you inspired your team. You got to do it right.
If I were the Titans here, I'd bring everyone down on 4 across and just get open.
I would agree with you there. They got to have one person open so they can get at least fouled. The Titans are up by 1, 46-45 in the 4th quarter with 14.3 remaining.
Regan Broughton's the inbounder. Here's the 4 across.
As Casey Friel now comes in. Maya Walker steps out. Broughton's got to look for someone here. Gonna throw it out. Reno 5:22. They gotta get something.
And the Bulldogs coach is
Berea-Midpark.
He is mad.
He is furious right now. Oh my God.
Still at the end of it.
2.6 left. 5-second violation called. 2.6 left. 1 bucket wins the game. There are no fouls at this point.
This is the biggest moment of the game, folks. Better be watching now.
Everyone cross your fingers and root for the team you're rooting for, because this is the time. Casey Walker's prepared to sub in. Not sure if there's a point. Looking for somebody. Gotta step up that defense. Johnson, you won't get it. You won't get it. is no good. Now you can see the goal team are high in celebration as they win 46-45. Wow!
What a game!
That was insanely ridiculous. The student section's full of Titan pride tonight. Wow. That had to be one of the greatest girls' games I've ever seen in my life. So many moments of joy, so many moments of uncertainty. You can even see the superintendent right over there cheering in joy for her very own Titans. Let's go now to Emma Rivera, as now she's going to start to speak now after the very own post game of our game right here. Boy, wasn't this one heck of a game, Emma. We've seen so much. Can you tell us what you are describing right now?
Berea-Midpark just knocked off #1 Olmsted Falls in the conference, 46-45. This was an incredible game, going back and forth the whole game. Such an incredible win here tonight for the Titans. But stick around because we got boys against Olmsted Falls next, right here on TSPN.
Ladies and gentlemen, boys and girls, welcome back to TSPN, the Titans Sports Programming Network. Once again here, we are back for even more, and if you're staying with us, well then congratulations. We just witnessed a moment of history there with the girls' game of the final score of 46-45. The good news is that the Titans have now taken their first victory of the night, but wondering if we could get a second here. So you are watching us now live from TSPN. I'm your host, Aiden Winkler, alongside with my very own Conrad,
Luke Jackman.
Thank you very much. Now, let us introduce the teams, shall we? Tonight, we have the Berea-Midpark Titans taking on the all-time rival, the Olmsted Bulldogs. Now, we remember what we saw last time, but this is going to be far different now because we're talking a good varsity team here. We're going to expect a lot more scores, a lot more plays. This is just going to be hard to even catch up on, but allow us to help you catch up on that. So let us introduce some of the players to you, shall we? Starting off at number 0, if you take a look on your screen, we've got Thomas Harrington, which is a freshman here, a freshman on the varsity team, so you can tell that something good's about to go down when it comes to Thomas. Now representing number 1 here, we've got, of course, our very own Diggy Maddox, or his real name goes by Dylan Maddox, which is a senior here now. Now, I've seen so much for him, so he is basically like Tyson Clay, but taller. But I'll tell you this, he's up for a performance tonight. Now we've got Sam Mark here, which is also a freshman, number 2. Also a freshman, too, so you can tell stuff's about to go down. Freshmen joining the varsity team's not an easy thing to do.
No, it's an accomplishment, all right. He is big, he is strong, and he's ready to play.
Could have played in the freshman team, but plays here all of a sudden. Now, moving on here to my personal favorite is I'm not allowed to have favorites, but I will in this case. Tyson Clay, which is a junior here, which I've known him for a very long time in middle school, but I've also known him very well in the court too, which he's the younger brother of a very good all-star now in college known as Austin Clay, if you remember 2 years ago. Now introducing the son of Kevin Broughton, a.k.a. Reed Broughton, which is number 4, which is also a junior on the team. We've got many more like Andre Alexander, Nick Reese, Vinny Weaver, Cal Maloney, Travier Simon, Jaden Russo, Jack Moore, Braden Whitten, and Eric Johnson. Now we've got about, say, let me count here, 1, 2, 3, 4 seniors on the team. Meanwhile, the rest of them are juniors, sophomores, and freshmen.
Pretty diverse.
So if anything, they're very diverse when it comes to seniority. Sometimes it's the age and the grade level that doesn't really matter. Now, we've got less than 60 seconds remaining, so we'll kick it off to you, and we will see you once the game begins. one heck of a starting lineup there. Look at that. Reed Broughton, Cal Maloney, Diggy Maddox, Nick Reese, and of course, Tyson Clay.
Amazing so far.
High school is on.
This shot is crazy.
As we get set for round 2 of the Battle of Valley here. One of the biggest showdowns in Berea-Midpark history. And Nick Reese is already fighting for it. Gonna put it up and put it in already. Against 4 people. Wow. It's only been a few seconds and we've already seen that. Now here comes number 2. Pass it out to 21. Puts it down.
He glassed him.
He really tried to do that, but nope, not happening. Now here comes Nick Reese. Nick Reese gonna put it up. Oh, wait, forget. Hits it to Maddox. Loses it. And out of bounds. Last touch by number 13 of the Olmsted Bulldogs. Clay will pass it out to Nick Reese. Back out to Clay, which is the point guard of the Berea-Midpark Titans. Here's Reese. Lays it up. Cal Maloney doesn't get it down as now Olmsted Falls retakes their possession. Here comes number 2 against Clay. Here's 13. Digging that starting time. The ball will go back to Olmsted Falls as 13 will now inbound. Here's number 2. Here's 30 out to 10. 30 looking for someone against Reed Broughton. 21 now out to 10 against Nick Reese. Gonna cross over.
Under 2 people. He gets it.
Just goes right underneath them like a bridge. My goodness. Now we're tied 2-2. Here's Diggy Maddox out to Reed Broughton. Now back out to Nick Reese. Maddox could not catch that one as the ball goes back to Olmsted Falls. Point guard, number 2 of the Olmsted Falls Bulldogs versus Diggy Maddox. Looking for a man out there. Gonna try it. Gonna put it up and put it in. Now here's Tyson Clay looking for a move to make. Puts it up. Doesn't get it down. Rebounded by 13 of the Olmsted Falls Bulldogs, and now here comes number 2.
Bulldogs are going to push it here.
Here's 21 against Cal Maloney. Puts it up. Puts it in. Those Bulldogs are really trying to get some of those easy shots in rather than the crazy 3-pointers. Things the Titans need to understand. No need to get complicated. Just understand what you need to do. Here's Maloney. Out to Maddox. Couldn't catch it again. Maloney saves it. Nick Reese. Right there. Nick Reese giving up the Reese so they can flip. Here's 21 against Cal. Crowd goes well, especially from that student section right there. 13 looking out to 2. Out now to 30 against Reed Broughton. Here's 2. Spins, puts it up.
That's it. Wow.
As now the Olmsted Falls Bulldogs now lead by 3.
Number 2's giving him some trouble.
Now here comes Tyson Clay, point guard. Attempting to drive in, gives it out to Reese. Now back out to Maddox. Maddox spins, puts it up, gets foul on the way. And offensive foul called on Diggy Maddox. And substitutions here. We got Andre Alexander subbing in for Cal Maloney. Now, most of you don't know, Andre Alexander suffered through a horrible injury a few games ago, but was thankfully able to recover. He's now back on the court.
Glad he's back. We need him.
I was truly praying for him on that night. That was just horrible to watch. Now here comes number 10 against Diggy Maddox. Now here's number 2 against Andre Alexander. One in the open.
5-point game now.
Here's Tyson Clay. Gotta be smarter now. Here's Reese. Gonna give it out now to Reed Broughton. Looking for a man. Posts up, puts in. Gets fouled on the way. Now, Olmsted College doesn't look happy on that, but the rules are the rules. Now, Reed Broughton will go to the line for 2. One back. And substitution coming in. We got number 21 coming in now for number 30. This has become one heck of a showdown.
Makes the second one.
Doesn't get it. Here's now number 1 against Andre Alexander. Looking for someone.
Nearly stolen. And go Tyson Clay.
Number 10 from the Olmsted Falls Bulldogs. Now here comes point guard Tyson Clay here. Looking out to Diggy Maddox. Here's Reed Broughton. Now out to Clay. Clay spins. Clay passes out to Andre Alexander. Spins in. Puts it up. Doesn't get it. But saved by
Tyson Clay for 3. No.
Almost had it there. Man, I was wondering what was going to happen. But wow, that was what I had. 10 is going to go out to it now. Doesn't get it. Section seems outraged to see this. As now number 10 from the Olmsted Falls Bulldogs will now go to the line for 2.
There was time to shoot free throws for the Titans. They do not want to be in this position.
As now it's a 4-point lead, and foul loading comes in for Diggy Maddox. The student section's getting nuts over there. But just not enough to stop Thames. Tyson Clay. Looking for Reese. Andre Alexander. Back out to Reese. Going to attempt to drive in. Finds Clay. Puts it up for 3. Almost nearly. And what do we got? Out of bounds. Last touch by Clay. Substitution for Olmsted Falls. We got 15 coming in for 1.
You can hear it, right? It's like
it's starting to become something. Now here comes 21 against Cloud Maloney. Gonna attempt to drive in. This place is getting louder and louder by the minute. Here's 15 now up to 10. He does have to make something happen. Drives in. Doesn't get it down. Rebound by 21. Got it. That one down. Now Titans trail by 7. Clay attempting to drive in. No foul called. Gets the shot down. Just a simple trip coming there from number 2. 2 against Dre. Gives it out to 21. Facing Maloney, setting the pick. Here's 15 against Reese. Now 10 against Broughton. 13 puts it up in the wide open for 3. Does not get that down for rebound.
Offensive rebound after offensive rebound.
Here's 13 now. 21. And what do we got here? And out of bounds. Last touch by 13. 21 doesn't seem happy right now. Coach is just trying to convince him to just move along here. Play the game. We got bigger fish to fry, man. Titans trail by 5 now. Here's Clay against number 10. 1 minute and 45 left to go. Here's Reese. Attempts to spin and post up and pull it up and get it. Wow! Now the Titans only trail by 3 as Nick Reese plays one heck of a move there. 21 against Maloney. Now here's 2 against Alexander. Almost trips it. Fights for the ball. 13 still has it in his possession. Defense playing here by the Titans. Here comes number 2 now against Clay. Looking for 10. Fakes the shot. Looks now for 15 against Weaver.
Olmsted doesn't know what to do here.
Now here's 13 against Alexander now, looking for 10, setting the pick. Gonna attempt to drive in. Foul called against Andre Alexander somehow. As no free throws will be shot, but they will inbound the ball from the out-of-bounds line. With 51.9 on the clock for first quarter.
Olmsted Falls subbing in 2 players. Number 30 and 11 enter the game.
I'm starting to notice Berea-Midpark has been responsible for the most fouls so far. They got 3. Olmsted Falls only has 1. So they got to be careful on what they do here. They misses that shot. Nick Reese rebounds. Tries to look for the fast break opportunity. Here he goes now. Gets fouled. No good, but he will go to the line for 2.
Sometimes it's all you need.
Gonna go to the line for 2 now. Gets the first one. The Olmsted Falls student section's kind of giving him a hard time there, but that's not stopping him from getting points.
He has always been good at
2 now.
Not letting the crowd affect him.
I call him the greaser for nothing, man. Makes it slippery enough for them to mess up. Now here's 21 against Maloney. Out to 15 now against Tyson Clay. Sets the pick. Attempts to do something. Here's 11 against Reese. Looks for 15. Out to 21 now. Here's 30 against Weaver. With 16 left on the clock. Here's 15 against Nick Reese. Looks for 11. Fakes his. I love it how they fake the countdown there. 21 doesn't get that, but man, what the heck of a player that spin move though. We're not gonna talk about that. Still misses that. But whether people miss or win or not, that still doesn't prove the points here. Titans only trail by 1, 13-14. Olmsted Falls remains in the lead. Let's go now to our reporter, Emma Rivera, as I bet she's got a lot to say here. Emma?
We have another exciting game here for you guys, with the Titans only down by 1, 13-14 after the first quarter. After that girls game, you can tell both of these teams are fired up. They are ready to go. Both of them, again, want it really badly. These guys already know each other from football season, most of them. So they're playing for bragging rights right here. Let's see what they can do here in the second quarter.
Thank you, Emma. As now we head back now to the second quarter of the Battle of Bagley for the boys varsity games. To those of you who are joining us here, welcome, as now we face the matchup between the Berea-Midpark Titans and the Olmsted Falls Bulldogs for the boys varsity. As the girls varsity have already taken this W, can the Titans take this one too? A 2-2 run? We'll see what happens. Here's Clay, puts it up, step back. Are you kidding me?
That was clean.
You could have done that for a 3, but you know what? I'll take it. That had to be some of the cleanest stuff I've ever seen in my life. Here's 21 against Maddox. Going out to 10 against Nick Reese. 10 looking for someone, attempting to drive in, gonna put it up and got it. That's the one. Now, that's the one person that finds me really concerned. Number 10 really knows how to post up and get to the spot he wants to be in.
He knows what he's doing.
Here's Nick Reese going to attempt to lay it up.
He got it.
10 tried to block it, but that just would have been a cold set anyways. Now here's number 2 against Tyson Clay. Crowd going crazy as the chants go on. Misses the 3, rebounded by Tyson Clay. Now here comes a back break opportunity here. Tim at 3.
He's going to pull it out.
He tried, but he didn't do it. Nick for 3 in the wide open.
Oh, my.
That was clean. Oh, wow.
And
Nick
Titans.
Reese going there. Huh.
Titans have a 4-point lead now.
Some sizzle on the Dogs there. I like it. Reed Button, no out of bounds called. Stolen by 10. Turnover, though. Here's 21 against Ray Button. Got it, though, but that's not stopping the Titans anytime soon. Here comes Tyson Clay. Gets it to Reese. Block and gets fouled. 21 did try to play some good defense, but just as the student section says, you can't do that.
Student section knows their rules.
They really do. Really do. It's not just because of their teams, but just because it's facts. You really can't do stuff like that. Now here's Nick Reese. He is facing some stuff going on from the Olmsted Falls Bulldogs student section. That is just nuts.
Yeah. That room must like him,
I don't
though.
know how I'd react to that. That is, it's even hard to focus. But Nick knows what he's doing right here. As the score is now 22-18, the Titans now lead 5-4. It is a full house here, from the parents to the teachers to the people who run this place to cheerleaders to the student section. This place is full. Everybody's watching. To those who are watching right now, welcome. 21 puts it up over Diggy Maddox. Nick Reese in the wide open again for another fast break.
Corner.
Weaver for 3. Doesn't get it.
Nearly got that. The crowd wanted that one.
The streak lasted long. It lasted while it lasted. 21 puts it up for 3. Does not get that down. But that was a bad shot right there. You got to admit that. Now here,
He almost airballed that.
out to Broughton, now to Reese. Looking for what to do here. Step back for 3. Puts it. And Reese is on fire.
That is what you call a sharpshooter.
Man, no one can stop this kid. Student section goes nuts. 30 against Nick Reese, the man on fire. Here's 2 against Reese. Attempt to drive it. Clay takes it.
Fast break opportunity.
He's now on his own.
He got the foul.
Man, I would have wanted to see it. I wanted an and one so bad. You guys have no idea. I was anticipating for that, but you can't always get what you want. Now Diggy will go to the line for 2. Gets the first one down. And a substitution now. We've got Andre Alexander coming in for Dylan Weaver. And Nick Reese is coming back too. Second one doesn't go in though, which gives the Bulldogs enough time to make their next plan. We'll see how this one works. 13 against Maddox. Gives them a little jump scare there, man. I would not take that at all. 1 against Reese. Trey and 2 are fighting out there, man. You could see it right there. 13 against Maddox now. Attempting to cross over. 2 against Trey. Puts it up. Does not get it. Rebounded by Broughton. Here comes Nick Reese.
Pushing it. He still has it.
Still has the ball. Nick Reese fakes it. No foul called. No foul call.
And a timeout by the Bulldogs.
You know, to be honest, I can't really blame them. There's been a lot of weird calls this game so far.
There has been.
Some that even lead me to questions, but, you know, a call's a call. I'd rather take it than leave it, you know?
Yeah.
But now take a look at this great performance here, brought to you by our BMHS cheerleaders right here. Those guys really know how to pull it off back there. As now the teams will discuss it over, as this is the first timeout of the game. Olmsted Falls now has 4 timeouts left to go. Meanwhile, they have committed more fouls this time. This quarter, they've committed 2 fouls. Meanwhile, Berea-Midpark has committed none. What does that tell you?
Could come down to the fouls.
It's still anyone's game with plenty of time. At this point, it's just entertainment because we need to learn on what these players are about. Now, here comes 2 against Andre Alexander. Now, here's 21 against Diggy Maddox.
Interesting to see the Titans in a full
This will
court
be
press.
interesting to see. 21 against Maddox now. 1 now. Looking for 2 against Alexander. Tempting to look for something. Gonna give it out now to 1 against Tyson Clay. Here's 2. And Alexander attempting to pick. Puts it up. Does not get it. But 10 gets that rebound as, man, I don't know if you guys saw, but Maddox just hit that backboard real hard. Now here's Clay out to Alexander, fakes that, drives in out to Maddox now, back to Alexander, now to Clay, against 1. Spins, finds the corner, puts up a 3. No good there, rebounded by number 2 from Olmsted Falls. An attempt to drive in against Dre Alexander. Looking out to 10 now against Reed Broughton. Attempts to drive in again, post up. Looks for 13, puts it on the corner, does not get it, rebounded by 21. Easy shot there. But that's something you got to be careful of. You got to watch for those rebounds, especially from Olmsted Falls, because they seem to know how to do it. And foul called on number 1 from Olmsted Falls.
Tyson Clay to the line.
Now, this just seriously surprised me. These guys can jump. These guys, they might as well be spiders. Oh my gosh.
Yeah.
Clay will now go to the line for 2. Remains a 2-point game as
Cal Maloney enters the game.
Comes in. Cal Maloney now comes in. Reed Broughton also comes in. And Diggy Maddox heads out. Second one goes in as now the Titans are up by 3. Here's 13 against Nick Reese with 3 minutes left to go in the second. Dylan Weaver is up for the next substitution line. Looking at 2 against Alexander. Gonna attempt to drive it in, and Clay's giving him a hard time now. 15 against Tyson Clay. Puts it up and gets it down.
That's a tough play. That's a really tough play.
Well, let's see what Clay has to say about that one. Now, here's Reese against 15. Step back for 3. You gotta be kidding me. No way. Just blows up the whole place. Boom.
21 fighting off Cal.
As the Titans are up by 4 now. Here's 15 on 2 against Alexander. No foul called, and layup goes in. Looks to Nick Reese now. Wonder what his plans are, because Nick Reese, he has just been cooking in this court right here. Nick Reese, crossover, finds Clay, puts up a 3, pushes him back, no foul called, and Cal has it. He puts it up. He got it. But a call was made, so we don't know if that's going to count. As we're unsure of what happened here.
It counts. We got it.
Cal Maloney,
the big man.
First 3-pointer of the night. We'll take that for the Berea-Midpark Titans. Wow. My goodness gracious me. Reed Barton now comes out in exchange, Dylan Weaver. Seems like Titans will get the ball back. Pass was a little too
Moves the whole table.
Just knocks out the whole suit. Knocks out the desk over there. My gosh. Man, these men are made of steel.
It's almost 2 minutes left in the second quarter.
I remind you of Matthew Dellavedova from the Cleveland Cavaliers when he dived into that. I can still see it in my face today.
Classic.
Oh my gosh. Now here's number 2 against Nick Reese. Finding 10 now. Against. Falls down. And a foul called on the Titans.
And the student section's letting them have it.
Now they'll inbound. No shots will be taken. Here's 10. Fakes the shot. Tries to drive in. Tries to pull it up. Does not get it down. Rebounded by 30. Now out to do against Alexander. Drives in. Puts it up. Gets it in.
Titans need better help defense. These guys are running right past them.
As they're still up by 3, but that could change at any second. Here's Clay. Gonna put it up for 2. Gets it down. Wow.
Tyson Clay is
you can ever imagine.
incredible.
Oh my gosh. That was silent. Cold-blooded right there. 2 against Alexander. Now here's 13 against Nick Reese. Back out to 2. 4-3. Does not get it down. Rebounded by 30. Against Cal Maloney. Out to 15 against Dylan Weaver now. Looking for someone. Gonna attempt to drive in. No travel called.
Gets the foul.
And a foul called on Dylan Weaver.
That's the second foul for the Titans.
Oh, well, don't get ahead of ourselves. The Olmsted Falls Bulldogs so far this quarter have done 4, not 2. However, we do have 34.8 left to go in the first half. This is the first shot.
I think that's all because of our student section.
And that student section does not play around. It remains a 5-point game.
Yes.
And it seems like the administration seems to like it. Oh my God, I've never seen anything so hysterical.
And it's Titans basketball with 26 seconds on the clock.
They just go crazy on the student section. The administration doesn't do anything but just laughs with it.
I think Miss Porter likes it.
Respect. High respect coming to Miss Porter right there. Wow. Now here's Tyson Clay against 15. Looking out to Nick Reese with about 10 left to go. Looking at that clock, figuring out what to do. We got 5 left to go now. Clay puts it up in a...
He made it! He made it!
Wow! And pulls it up. Hits the white. Oh!
I hope it's okay.
Yeah, I'm hoping that thing does not fall. Yeah, that just hurt my head. I don't know if you guys can see it, but with that full court attempt, they did hit that giant spotlight up in the ceiling. Now let's take a look at our halftime show, brought to you by the BMHS cheerleading team. Let's go to our reporter, Emma Rivera, now, as she's got a lot to say after this first half. Emma, we have seen so much now. Tell us, what do you think?
The Titans right now have their head down, gas to the floor, and they are not letting up. It is 37-30 here at the half, and the Titans are playing incredible on both the offensive side and the defensive side. These guys look incredible, and you can tell they want it badly. Let's see what they can do here in the second half.
Welcome back, everyone. Thank you very much for tuning in with us here at TSPN. And those who are tuning in, welcome to TSPN, the Titans Sport Programming Network. Now, we have got a lot of breakdown already. They're ready for first half right here. According to the score, the Titans are up 37-30 against the Olmsted Falls Bulldogs. But even though it's the first half, we still got a lot to discuss going on. Now I want to hear from you specifically. What have you noticed about the Berea-Midpark Titans? What is the weakness that you discovered, and what could they do to maybe fix that?
I've noticed that they have no help defense. They need to get someone over just enough to help shield that rim.
Oh, yeah, I see that all the time. Like I never really see them make any kinds of threes. In fact, they just go for the easy shots. And if they miss, they got a second guy in check, and they could just get another easy point there or that way. If anything, we've just been lucky with our very own sharpshooters here. So far, our offense and our ball movement is crazy good. But right now, we just got to improve that defense. I like the way you're thinking. Now, as the game comes back on less than 60 seconds, we will be heading on right back to you during the second half. Thank you for watching. That's the buzzer, people. We are now back on the second half of the second and final round of the Battle of Bagley is now underway. As we get set here, as just a reminder of those who you weren't watching, the score is now 37-30. The Titans lead. We've been noticing a lot of things, but I'm wondering on what is going to be happening here. If we can see some good defense coming from the Titans, I think this dub is going to be more than easy to take. But only time is going to tell on that question. Now, as the second half gets started, here's number 2 against Diggy Maddox. 21 now against Maloney. Looking out.
Doesn't know where to go with this.
Stuck. Out to 30.
5 seconds.
And a 5-second violation called on the Olmsted Falls Bulldogs.
Crowd is telling them what they can't do.
Oh my gosh, that's straight up hysterical right there. That is trolling. God. Now here's Tyson Clay gonna attempt to do something. Now out to Nick Reese against 13. Try to cross over out to Reed Broughton, gonna attempt to drive in. Fakes. And travel called on Reed Broughton.
Think he slid a little.
Yeah, I did see that. So if anything, yeah, no one seems to be like complaining or anything, but it's disappointing, of course, but at least it was fair. I'll tell you that. If he traveled, he traveled. I'll give him respect for that. But now here comes 21 against Cal Maloney. 2 against Diggy Maddox here, wondering what to do. 10 now against Reed Broughton. This is going to be hard to take care of. Puts it up, does not get it in. Reed Broughton's now is going to run and attempt for the fast break opportunity here. Here comes Tyson Clay attempting to do something. Out to Cal Maloney, now to Diggy Maddox. Fakes the shot. Out to Nick Reese. Back out to Tyson. Ow! Oh, man, so many falls coming there from Olmsted Falls and Berea-Midpark. 1 for 30 and a very hard fall coming from Diggy Maddox right there. Thankfully, he's fine. Oh, my gosh.
That is hard to watch from a sports point of view.
I could literally hear that, even through this headset. Let's just think that he's okay for now. Now, here is number 2, out to 10 against Reed Broughton. Looking for someone. Out to 21 now against Cal Maloney. Going to attempt to spin and put it up. Will not
Cal's
go.
giving them trouble.
10's giving them something, all right. Tyson Clay goes past 21 now. Looking for the opportunity to do something. Puts it up for a simple 2.
We're going to call it a pass.
They're cheering out air ball. However, it's not over yet. They still have the ball. Step back 3.
Rebound
that down.
by the Bulldogs.
The game remains in a 7-point lead for the past 2 minutes. 10 against Maddox. Trips it. And a kicking violation called on Diggy Maddox. I know it was a missed dribble, but it still technically did hit the leg, so it was a kicking violation on that. 2 is now going to inbound from the out-of-bounds line.
What's going on here?
And I think they just broke the buzzer out of so many coach rage. Just kidding, probably not. But that would be a good theory, though.
Could be.
But now seems like they're going to get back into the game. Here's number 2 against Diggy Maddox. Out to 21, going to try it for 3. Gets it down over Cal Maloney, too.
The lefty 3.
You know, that's not an easy thing to do, especially against a big guy. So I'll give him respect for that. Now here's Nick Reese. Passes it out to Cal Maloney.
Drives it in. Oh, Diggy
for 3. Oh, they go for 3. We go for 3. Back and back.
7-point lead for the Titans.
With 5 minutes and a half left to go, student section's getting underway. Maddox now guards 30, out to 2 against Diggy Maddox, attempting to drive in, puts it up, does not get it down. Nick Reese is now going to run for the fast break opportunity. Here we go now. Gets tripped. Cal catches it. Out to Reed.
They got it.
That is a wow.
That's a good basketball player right there.
Oh my gosh, the catch. That is not an easy thing to do right there. Just caught it and did it while he was in midair. Oh my gosh. In front of 3 people too. The chants are going underway that this is starting to get more intense. And foul called on Reed Broughton. Number 2 now gonna. Here's 13. No good. Rebounded by 2. Puts it up. And what do we got here? A timeout called by the Olmsted Falls Bulldogs, I believe. As so far this quarter, no fouls have been made, all except for 1 committed by Berea-Midpark. Now take a look here on your screen as the somersaults coming from our BMHS Titan cheerleaders really getting underway here.
I couldn't do that in a million years.
Oh, really? You can do that in a million years. I would love to see you try. And now we're back underway as the starting lineup remains the same. Andre Alexander, Diggy Maddox, Reed Broughton, Nick Reese, and Tyson Clay. Score remains a 7-point lead. Nothing has really changed, which is crazy, but that could be enough to survive for the night. Now here comes Tyson Clay. Looking to do something. Trying to get past 2, out to Nick Reese now.
Titans are trying to get these one-on-one opportunities.
This is hard to do. Out to Dre Alexander now against number 2. Looking for Nick Reese. Gonna attempt to drive in past 10. No foul called. 13 now. Almost had a turnover, but 10 tries to go through and gets the layup. That guy is hard to go against. Number 10 right there, he is a tough dude.
Yeah, he's got a future.
But seems like these guys just may be tougher. As Tyson Clay puts it up. Rebounded by Diggy Maddox. And a foul called.
They'll go to the line.
13 from Olmsted Falls. And as Diggy Maddox will now go to the line for 2.
Tyson was this close on that 3.
Oh my gosh. That was just spinning around like a Cheerio right there. Stays a 7-point game. No, I repeat, 5-point game. My apologies. Guess some things do change. puts in the second one. And we got a substitution coming in here. We got Cal Maloney coming in for Diggy Maddox. I got to tell you, Diggy, he has been doing so well. He deserves this break.
Yeah, he's been giving it his all.
Cal could cover for him while he can. He's a big guy. We need big guys to take care of that other big guy. So I think that was the right decision by head coach. Now here comes number 30 out to 10 against Cal Maloney. Puts it up over him. Titans are still up by 4 though, but that just may keep slowly decreasing. If they don't be careful here. Here's Nick Reese out to Reed Broughton. Out to Clay. Gonna find Reed Broughton. Surrounded. Still keeps it. At 13 takes it as a turnover. Here's number 2 now. Against Andre Alexander.
So the screen.
Pick made. And a foul called on Cal Maloney. With 3 minutes left to go, this is still a close game. This just may end the same way as the girls' game did.
Yeah, it's looking like it. I don't know how the Titans are going to get out of this.
Decent lead, but that might not be the case after all.
It's not going to be easy.
The first one goes in for Olmsted Falls. Substitution coming in, we got number 1 coming in for number 30 for Olmsted Falls. Second one goes in too. Now Tyson Clay will try to do something as they still lead by 2. Now here's Andre Alexander looking for Tyson Clay once again. Out to Reese. Looking against 10 now. Out to Cal. Now back to Tyson Clay. Here's Reese against 21. Gonna drive in. He made it! He won! That is the first one I've seen in the student sections. Oh my gosh! Find one right there. Mess around and find out. Wow! There he goes.
They're calling Olmsted Falls players babies.
Oh my gosh. Insanely hysterical there as we got 2 minutes and a half left still in the third quarter. So if you guys think this is over, then think twice because it is far from over still. There are a lot more smarter plays that still need to be made. And and number 2 over there, remind me who that is? Number 2, Sam Marr just throws the towel over there to clean up the mess.
That's awesome.
If we were allowed to give bonus points for respect for that, I think that would be worth 2 points. Easy.
Diggy Maddox is going to go check in.
Now, Reese will try it. He will get it. And substitution, Diggy Maddox will now come in for Cal Maloney.
Cal's playing good too tonight.
I mean, that was not an easy thing to do for 10, but now that Diggy's all rested up, I think that Reed can get him well. Now here comes number 30 against Diggy Maddox. Looking for him.
Titan, you try to outsmart him. Looking like they were going and it worked.
They just did. They got at the wrong time. They tried to pass it to Andre Alexander, but just failed on that.
They were trying to make it look like they were going to press, but they just...
Oh, man, that would have been cool, though. That would have been real cool. But you can't get them all. Step team's playing it right now. Here comes number 2. Out to 1. 30. I thought they were going to dunk it, but not happening. Not yet, anyways. Shot no good. Here comes Nick Reese. Now out to Tyson Clay against number 10.
Slows it down.
These guys have been basically getting each other's skins for too long. Foul called on number 2 from Olmsted Falls. As we got 2 minutes left to go, Titans are up by 5.
Number 1's going to need a break here. That's a hard fall.
Oh my gosh. Well, it seems like we got a substitution coming in for Olmsted Falls soon, but we'll see who they're subbing in for. And it seems like you were right. Yeah, that was a hard fall. So number 15 is going to come in for number 1. Respect. Olmsted Falls.
Hope that kid's okay.
Can't tell if 15 is a freshman, sophomore, or if he's just small. But whoever that guy is, he seems to know what he's doing. He does quite well. Because I can even admit that.
Yeah, he knows where all the weak spots are in the zone.
Now here's number 2 against Andre Alexander. Take him down. He's all alone.
Takes.
The
Does
easy
not
shot
get it.
to make just doesn't happen. Sometimes luck can go in many ways, and that is one of them. 10 puts it up for 3. Does not get it down.
That's going to be
And a foul called on Reed Broughton.
Wow.
Olmsted Falls will regain possession.
Berea crowd is letting them have it.
The Titans are now up by 7. Olmsted Falls has 3 timeouts remaining. Meanwhile, Berea-Midpark still has all the 5. Here's 2. 15 against Reese. Out to 10 against Reed Broughton. Attempting to post up. Puts it up. Gets fouled, but does not get the shot, as he'll now go to the line for 2.
I'll tell you, that number 10 is aggressive.
Oh my gosh, that guy does not play around. Not even the toughest guy around here. If anything, I would assume Cal Maloney would do well against him, but even though number 10 seems to be doing well as well, it's a debate between either Cal Maloney or Reed Broughton should be doing this. However, one person we have not been talking about at all, Reed Broughton, I'll tell you him. Son of Kevin Broughton, head coach of the girls team that just won this previous game. Been pulling some stuff out. Meanwhile, the points haven't been high, his performance has. Gets the first one down, as now the Titans lead up by 6. Cheerleaders are trying to get into his skin, but that just might not work as well as the student section does.
As they chant worthless, he misses.
You guys may not have heard that, but whatever they said, that worked. Now here comes Tyson Clay against number 10. Oh man, these guys have been getting into each other's skins in all of this game. Here's Andre Alexander against number 2 now. Looking for Tyson Clay with 60 seconds left to go. Pulls it up. Does not get that one. Fast break opportunity coming from number 15 against Dre. Gets it
Dre
down.
almost got that. Gotta hand it to him. He got up there.
But let's be thankful he did not foul at that moment. No foul called as Tyson Clay. And can't tell if there was a travel. I think a foul has been called. Number 13, I believe. 13 doesn't seem to like the call. He's got to take it, as Tyson Clay will now go to the line. Remains a 4-point game as the first one doesn't go in. And substitution here, we got Cal Maloney coming in for Diggy Maddox. Got another substitution coming in, but this time for Olmsted Falls. Second one doesn't go down, but Cal rebounds it. Just takes it right from his hands. Oh my gosh.
The student sections let him have it. And for that,
40 seconds left to go. 10 against Maloney. Puts it. Blocks it.
He blocked it.
Whoa. And here comes Tyson Clay. I don't know what happened.
I think they called a charge.
An offensive foul on Tyson Clay. But I'm going to tell you this. That block, oh my goodness. That thing coming from Cal Maloney, he just put 10 in his place. Get that weak stuff out of here. Wise man, one set. Now we've got 6 seconds left to go. Here's 2 against Andre Alexander with 2 remaining. Puts it up. Does not get it down. And time is up.
End of the third quarter.
Ladies and gentlemen, that will conclude it as we've got one more and the final quarter of the night. This could be anyone's game here. Depending on how smart both teams play it, this could change the tides of many things. As the Titans lead 48-44, we will be back right after this. Now let's go to our new reporter here. We've got Emma Rivera wanting to say a few things going on over here. Emma?
The Titans here are still not letting up. It is 48-44 and a very, very competitive game here. Both teams are playing so aggressive. But fourth quarter here determines who's going to win it all. Who's going to be the winner here on Battle of Bagley.
Thanks, Emma, as now we are back here to the very last quarter of the night. Luke, it has been fun doing this with you, man. I cannot wait to see what we've got going on over here.
Yeah, we can't stress it enough. This has been 2 great games.
The girls' game has been one heck of a matchup, but this one just might take the cake. This might finish them once and for all. This could change everything. Reese puts it up from deep. Doesn't get that. Rebounded by number 2 against Andre Alexander. Now here comes number 13 against Reed Broughton. Attempts to spin to put it up. Does not get it down, but rebounded by
Broughton.
Here comes Alexander for 3. Almost had it. Rebounded by 21. Cal almost had it there. Now they're going to take it back on defense. Here comes 21 against Cal Maloney. Attempts to spin and put it up, and he's got it.
2-point game.
I've said before, this could be anyone's game if they make the smart moves.
It's like 2 subs for the Titans.
We got so many changes coming up over here. Here comes Tyson Clay, going to run for it. No foul called. Rebounded by number 10. Here comes number 15 now against Tyson Clay and Andre Alexander. 2 against Reese. 10 now against Trey alone. Reese takes it from him.
Ponce got the
foul called by number 10. You know, I am going to be honest. I don't know how Nick Reese would have pulled that off against 10. But if anything, receiving the foul was probably the smartest play to go.
Yeah.
Better way to get the most amount of points. So respect to him on that. As Nick Reese will now go to the line for 2 shots.
Make the first.
Make it 3 now. And a substitution coming in, big one too. We've got Andre Alexander and Cal Maloney heading out for Dylan Weaver and Reed Broughton. And wait, no, I apologize. Diggy Maddox. Reese will give it one more try. First come, first serve. Second come, first serve. Or however that goes. And now timeout called by the Olmsted Falls Bulldogs, I believe. That this has already been one heck of a quarter with 6 minutes and 46 seconds left on the clock. Now take a look on the screen here. We've got so many somersaults coming in from our cheer team right now. Aaron just keeps going. Wow. You know, I've known that kid from my choir, but I didn't know he could do that. That's my man right there. As now the Titans lead 50-46. This has been already one heck of a move. Now the timeouts, both teams have enough if this game comes to a close. The Titans have 4 timeouts, meanwhile the Olmsted Falls Bulldogs have 3. Meanwhile, the lead on timeouts remains the majority of the Berea-Midpark Titans. But as long as the players can remain smart, then this dub is guaranteed for the Titans.
Gotta wonder what the Titans are going to do coming out of this timeout.
I don't know what's going to happen here, but it seems like they made a few changes going on over here. This has already become one stressful game, and it just might get even more stressful as the time goes on.
Same 5 on the floor.
Here's number 10 now. against Reed Broughton. Looking for someone.
So they're going to try screen.
Watch the screen there. As 21 now against Reed Broughton. Looking for 2 against Nick Reese. Now against Broughton. Puts it up. Does not get it in. And out of bounds. Hold on the Olmsted Falls Bulldogs. Last touch by number 21 from Olmsted Falls. And wait, they just took it back. Now they call out of bounds on Nick Reese.
That seems more like it, coming from a Titans fan.
That just hurted, seeing that. How the fact they just changed their mind and lied to you, that they just betrayed us there. Faked us there on that one. It's not getting in. Rebounded by Nick Reese. Now here comes the man Tyson Clay. Looking for a man out there. Here comes Nick Reese. Those two guys have been cooking something up. Digging Maddox right in the paint. Can't stop that man. As the Maddox is going to dig you right to the ground. Damn, that's how you do it. Now here comes number 10 against Reed Broughton. 21 now, Maddox. Here comes 15 against Clay. And 2 trips and a foul called on Dylan Weaver.
He didn't touch him.
I did see a shove there, so that is fair. And substitution coming in, we got number 35 coming in 30 for 15.
So it'll be Bulldogs basketball.
The score remains 52-46 with 5 minutes and a half left to go. 30 against Weaver. Trying to fool him, but that just might not work. Looking for 10. Here's 21 against Maddox. Puts it up and does not put it in. Rebounded by 30, though. Here comes 2 against Weaver. Pulls it up again and gets it down.
Cuts it to 4.
Makes it a 4-point game now. Titans still remain in the lead, but that could change any second if they don't make those smart plays. Now here comes Tyson Clay. Against 13. Now out to Nick Reese. Pulls it up from 3.
Almost made it.
Almost had it there. Can't make all of them. Now here comes number 2 against Dylan Weaver. Here's 13, out to 30 now. 10 against Broughton. 2 against Clay. Drives in, attempts to spin and pull it.
Great defense.
Get it down. Maddox rebounds it, and Clay passes it all the way to Reese to get the easy shot. Easy. 6-point lead now for the Titans with 4 minutes and 15 seconds left to go. 2 against Clay. Now here comes 30 against Reese. 21. Travel called on number 21 for the Olmsted Falls Bulldogs. Titans basketball.
Andre Alexander comes in for Vinny Weaver.
Now that's what I could call a team play right there.
Titans look confident now.
Now looking for Andre Alexander. Attempts to drive it in. Rebounded by 21 from Olmsted Falls. Maddox almost had that. 3 minutes and 45 left on the clock now. Both teams have committed at least 1 foul so far. And out of bounds, last touch by Dylan Maddox. Olmsted Falls will retrieve possession. As 13 now inbounds and looks for number 10, but Maddox just touches it for it to cause to go right out of bounds as Olmsted Falls will retake the ball.
That's some good help defense right there. That's what the Titans needed.
Just to stall more time to add more stress on the play. I like it, Luke. Now 13 will now inbound, looking for 21. Here's 2 against Alexander, and passes it to Maddox apparently, and now Clay, now going against 13. Looking to make a play there, coach is watching. Attempting to drive out to Alexander. Looking for Reese. Nick Reese. Oh, God! Are you kidding me right there? What? Oh, my gosh.
It's an acrobatic finish.
Once I get home, I'm going to be rewatching that over and over again, just seeing him go right on top of a person. That reminds me of that one slam dunk contest by the NBA. Oh, my gosh. But even better, it's an and one, which means more points. And you heard it from the student section. Seems like they're naming Nick Reese the most valuable player of the Berea-Midpark Titans. And that just actually might be the case. And I might seriously have to agree with them on that. Nick Reese has been ridiculously on fire tonight. And out of bounds. Last touch by Andre Alexander.
Tell you what, the Bulldogs are under some pressure.
A lot of it too, with 3 minutes left to go. But there's still enough time to make a difference, though. But will it be enough to make the smart plays? Here's 13 against Tyson Clay. Here comes 10 now, attempting to drive in over Reed Broughton. Fires it for 3, airballs it, rebounds, and 10. And what do we got here? And they call timeout to discuss it over. This game has already been one heck of a win. Now, I don't know what much to expect here, but there could be a lot. There's so much we got to get ready for, even though there are 2 minutes and 30 seconds remaining. 6 points may look a lot, but it's actually not. It's just 2 3-pointers, and that can easily be done with 2 smart plays.
Yeah, Titans wouldn't even expect it. Bulldogs haven't shot much threes yet this game.
I mean, how do I say it? Not in the second half, but they were crazy in the first half, though. But, that just might be the best part about it. The thing is, the Titans are going for the easy plays, for the smart plays to get the easy points. Sometimes it just might not be worth the risk for a turnover to get that extra point, but just be worth it to just simply take the 2, no turnovers, no mistakes. Easy as that. But Olmsted Falls is going to need to require a new plan as the Titans defense just keeps improving. And the starting lineup remains the same. Number 10, Andre Alexander. Number 1, Dylan Maddox. Number 3, Tyson Clay. Number 4, Reed Broughton. And number 11, Nick Reese. With 2 minutes and a half left to go in the fourth quarter, the Bulldogs have committed more fouls than the Titans have this quarter. Nick Reese is looking for someone. And timeout called by Berea-Midpark.
Coach Harrington was not very happy about that.
I'll tell you that. However, the timeouts are just going to quickly drain, and much faster than you think. Even though the Titans have 3 timeouts left, they could be used that for many things. However, the Olmsted Falls Bulldogs only has 2. The thing is, they got to be careful on what they do as well. If anyone, both teams are under pressure right now. One's losing, and one has the possibility to lose, which is even more embarrassing. So, if anything, well, it's just a battle of minds right here. A battle of wisdom. This could last a while. But you know what? I'm willing to watch that.
Yep. Worth it.
Now, Reed Broughton is going to inbound. Has the choice to either give it to Tyson Clay or Nick Reese. Gives it to Clay. Now gives it to Reese. Looking for a man. Gets triple teamed.
Tyson Clay pressure.
Maddox, Alexander over 3. That's what I'm talking about. 3 deep in the Berea-Midpark High School. And a foul called and 1 on Dylan Maddox. As the Titans score 3, they just might as well. I'm telling you, this could be anyone's game. It just keeps going. This rivalry has been nothing but ridiculous tonight, but in many good ways. As number 30 will go to the line for one, with 2 minutes left on the clock. Misses the shot, rebounded by 21, puts it up and gets it.
He might have done that on purpose.
That is a good point. Now the lead is 5. The game keeps decreasing over time. They got to make the plays better. Here comes Maddox out to Clay.
Setting up the offense.
Trying to make a good plan here. I can tell they're cooking up something. Reese is in trouble. Now out to Maddox. Maddox drives in, out to Reed Broughton, trying to catch it, but out of bounds. Last touch by Broughton.
Some miscommunication right there.
1 minute and 40 seconds left to go here, as the game still remains at a 5-point lead. The Bulldogs still have a chance, but if the Titans can at least put solid defense, they have a chance to win. 30 ball off the 3, and he gets it down.
It is a 2-point game.
And what do we got going on here? Major substitution going on. I'm unsure on what's happening. A 2-point game now. 1 minute and a half left to go. Here comes Tyson Clay. Looking for Nick Reese. Out to Clay. Looking back to Reese. Got to make a good play here.
We're just trying to hold that pressure.
Clay.
They did.
Clay out for 3. Rebounded by Maddox. Clay out to Reese. Out to Alexander. Back out to Reese. 60 seconds left to go in the fourth quarter. Out to Broughton. Pressure keeps increasing as now Reese has it. Reese out to Broughton. And a call made. And apparently a foul was called on Olmsted Falls. The Titans will receive the ball back. Now, and a timeout called for Berea-Midpark. Both teams now have 2 timeouts remaining. I can see many outcomes in this, but Luke, we've seen so many plays coming from the Titans, so many good things, so many bad things. Just keeps going. Based on your knowledge, what is required for the Titans to receive this W tonight?
I think they got to lock in. All they're trying to do is delay that pressure. I think they got to go right at it.
Go right at it, 100%. I wouldn't say we'd go for the 3. I'd say we make the simple shot, 4-point lead. You can never say no to that.
See what they do coming out of this break.
Meanwhile, the Olmsted Falls Bulldogs have a chance to either tie it or lead in themselves. With 3/4 of a minute left to go. Both teams have 2 timeouts remaining. This can end in many different ways. But will it end the right way?
Only can hope for that.
As the previous girls team from both the Bulldogs and the Titans are now watching this moment of history right here. Clay looking for Reese. What a catch by Nick Reese right there.
I don't think he saw it at first.
Now gives it to Clay. Double team. Here comes Reed Broughton. Stolen. And Clay receives it back. Out to Dre. Foul called.
Foul.
On Olmsted Falls. And huge respect to Dylan Maddox and Tyson Clay for getting him back up. That's a true team effort right there.
32 seconds left. Andre Alexander at the free throw line.
It's got to lock in, but you got to be careful of that student section. That's it. Now it's a 3-point lead for the Titans. As the Bulldogs will have to tie it. If they make this one, this could end good. Gets it down. Now 13 will inbound it down to 2 against Tyson Clay. Here we go. Titans got to pull up very good defense here. Here comes 30 against Nick Reese. Crowds going crazy from both sides of Olmsted Falls and Berea-Midpark. No fouls called. Foul called on Nick Reese, but shot no good. Number 2 will go to the line for 2. With 16 whole seconds left to go.
Looks like Cal Maloney's coming in the game.
Both teams still have 2 timeouts left. They can use them if they like to make a good plan here. Now, I assume Olmsted Falls is going to want to call a timeout after these free throws. First shot goes in, and substitution coming in. We got Cal Maloney for Andre Alexander.
Andre Alexander's had a great night.
And timeout called by Olmsted Falls. But you got to give props to Andre Alexander over there. He's been on a roll recently. Even though what happened with his injury, he's still doing very well just as himself. I got to tell you, that's not an easy thing to do.
No, not at all.
Everyone is witnessing this history, including the administrator down there, Mrs. Porter. The cheer team is basically cheering for the team just as people and not as what they do. The crowd is gathered. Heartbeats are increasing.
You couldn't ask for a better game tonight. This is close.
Now here's the deal here. The Titans are going to need to inbound the ball or catch it. If they catch the inbound, then they can foul them and they can get the good points. If they don't, then Olmsted Falls has a chance to tie this game 61-61, possibly ending in overtime.
It'll be Cal Maloney, Diggy Maddox, Tyson Clay, Nick Reese, and Reed Broughton on the court.
As number 2 will go to the line for one more. Cal Maloney, Reed Broughton, Dylan Maddox, and Nick Reese are ready for that rebound. He gets it down. And what do we got going on over here?
They're going to bring Andre Alexander back in. His night is not over.
Getting crazy out there. They got to catch that inbound. Look for someone. And the 5-second violation was just called. Now this has got to go down. The Olmsted Falls Bulldogs can either tie this game or they can lead it. Choice is all theirs. Higher risk but higher reward. Looking for someone. And looks like we got another timeout going from Olmsted Falls. And I believe that is their very last timeout they've got, as the Titans still have 2.
Wow, just wow. This is a nail biter.
Full starting lineup ready out there. We've got Reed Broughton, Nick Reese, Tyson Clay, Diggy Maddox, and Andre Alexander.
Looks like the same starters for the Bulldogs.
The outcomes just keep getting lesser and lesser. They've got to choose somehow and quickly too. As now Olmsted Falls will inbound. The defense, any plays wanting to happen for Olmsted Falls have got to happen now, as they're all out of timeouts. Meanwhile, if Berea-Midpark needs to think it over, they've got 2.
They do have their shooter inbounding the ball, so you could see a quick screen and get it right back to him.
You got to keep your eye, though, on number 10. Reed Broughton will be guarding him.
Wonder what this discussion is.
I think the coach is trying to make some important decision here. Apparently not. Now the game's on. Here's number 2 looking for an inbound. Gonna choose 21. Attempts to put it up.
He got it.
That ties the game. Here comes Nick Reese now. Trapped with 5 left to go. Trips it.
Loses the ball.
3 seconds. 2 seconds. 1 second. Puts it up for the win. No good.
We'll go to overtime.
We've got overtime. I never thought that this was gonna happen.
Wow.
61-61. And now let's go to our reporter, Emma Rivera here.
Oh, time adjustment. We have 1.5 seconds on the clock.
Seems like we're not going to end this after all. Olmsted Falls ball with 1.5 left to go. We may not go to overtime yet, but if anything, we could. There's a good high chance, though. The defense has got to be top-notch for the Titans.
Where are they going to go to?
They're going to go to 21. He's going to put it up. He's not going to get it. And yes, we will go to overtime after all. As now, first of all, I owe everyone here a highly energetic apology, but now we're going to go to Emma Rivera now. Emma, take it away.
Fourth quarter has ended, and we are headed to overtime. This game we have been on the edge of our seats the whole time, and it is tied 61-61. It's been a back and forth battle the whole game. Let's see who will come out the winner of this game.
And thank you very much, Emma. Oh my goodness.
That's the story.
I never thought that it was ever going to go this far, but it seems like we're going to do this for 4 more minutes.
So the overtime rules.
As I can see, a few people are bailing, but all of them are staying here. They want to see this happen.
Yeah.
As the time is now currently 8:55 right now.
It's a late one. There will be 4 minutes on the clock. It looks like we're already in bonus.
And each team is going to get an extra timeout here. So that means the Berea-Midpark Titans now have 3 timeouts. Meanwhile, Olmsted Falls only has 1. So the majority in timeout still remains in favor of the Berea-Midpark Titans. And there goes the student section going nuts as ever. All the student sections, including the cheerleaders, everybody's getting in this action right here. We've got overtime here at Berea-Midpark, ladies and gentlemen.
Almost got
Let's play some basketball.
The Bulldogs.
Here comes number 13 against Tyson Clay. Looking for 2 against Nick Reese. Puts it up, gets it in. Now here comes Tyson Clay. Gotta make a good move here. Now would be a good time for Nick Reese to do something good. Blocked by number 10. Oh dear. That's just gotta hurt right there. Now if I was the coach, I would probably use one of the timeouts only because the stress keeps growing. Misses the 3, and Nick Reese regains it.
Gotta get a quick bucket here.
Here comes Tyson Clay.
There you go.
Easy shot right there. Tie game once again, 63-63 with 3 minutes left to go now.
crowd's going crazy.
Nuts. This is crazy right here. The loudness is not what we can even describe here, people. It is loud in here. Loud house. Number 30 against Nick Reese. 2 minutes and a half left to go. Here's 21 and Maddox. Looking for a play, puts it up, does not get it in, rebounded by 30 against Nick Reese. Here comes number 2 against Andre Alexander.
We got 2 minutes 20 on the clock.
He's going to attempt to do something, decides not to do it. Looks to 21, back out to 2, swaps plays.
Andre Alexander's got to lock in for this possession.
Here comes 21, fakes the shot, and a travel call on number 21. He tried to fake it there, but it turns out he just faked himself. Sometimes you can't go that far, otherwise things like that can happen. So you got to be smart when it comes to bold plays like that.
All tied up.
It's not that I'm biased, I'm just stating the facts here, people. Now here comes Tyson Clay. Foul called, and it looks like Olmsted Falls will receive the ball. No. Nope, looks like Tyson Clay is going to go directly to the free throw line, as I thought they pointed that way. Apparently not. Tyson now goes to the line for 2. Gets the first one down. Titans regain the lead. Clay's going to go for it one more time. Second one goes in 2. Now, here we go. Number 10 now against Reed Broughton. This one's an important one. Reed's going to need to step up his defense if he wants to make sure this guy does not get a shot in. Here comes number 2 against Andre Alexander. Looking to number 21 against Dylan Maddox. Gonna pull it up, hits the backboard, tries again, and ties the game. 1 minute and a half left to go now. This just keeps going back and forth over and over again. It's getting nuts. Tyson Clay now gets the easy layup right inside. This guy may be small, but he is mighty, so you better watch out for the Claymaker, people. Here comes 21 against Maddox. Now we've got 2 against Andre Alexander. Looking for a man. He's going to pick 21 against Dylan Maddox. Going to pull it up, and he's going to get it. And now we're tied again. With 60 seconds still left on the clock. Tyson Clay tries to pull it up again. No foul call.
Hustle, he's got to hustle.
Got to get back up there.
He does.
Here's 21. Fakes. Tries to spin. Tries to move. And what do we got going on here? A timeout called by Olmsted Falls.
That'll be their last.
That is their only timeout they had. Hope it was worth it. Now I could tell Olmsted Falls is going to try and cook up a plan, but what the Titans need to do is come up with a better one. Why? Because if they miss this one, they won't have any timeouts to rely on. Meanwhile, the Titans will. They'll have plenty of time to discuss things over when they need to. So if anyone's got to be smart here tonight, it's definitely our Titans. As the defense must step in at all times. Any basket counts. Any basket is worth any kind of point. Whether if it's 1, 2, or 3. They got to make sure that nothing gets in that net.
They have a job to do.
An important one, too, as well. As now the score is now tied 6-7 to 6-7. One team's going to have to end the 6-7 reign once and for all. But who's that going to be? We're going to find out right now. Looks to 10 against Maddox. Puts it up and in. Clay has it now. He's got to do something good. They have plenty of timeouts. I don't know why they're not using them. Here's Nick Reese. Here's what's it. Are you kidding me? 15 seconds left to go. They got to stop him with any way they can. 10 seconds left. 8. 6 seconds left to go. Now we've got 4. Puts it up and out of bounds with about 0.7 remaining.
You ever heard of double overtime?
I actually have, and I've seen it happen before, but not here. This is insane.
This
They
is
gotta
one
catch
way
it and they gotta
NFL
shoot it.
rivalries.
This is one of the craziest shots I've ever seen. Pulls it up, does not get it in, and we will go to overtime once again. This battle of Bagley is really becoming the real battle right here.
Yeah. Who's going to give up first?
I don't know. This just might go on forever. Not one, but 2 overtimes. Oh my goodness. Now, same drill happening here. The Titans are going to get a bonus timeout as well as the Olmsted Falls Bulldogs. However, that's their only timeout they're going to have. So they got to use it well. The one thing you got to give props to is all these players here. They've been playing for a long, long time, little substitutions, and they're still playing with every last bit of energy they have to get this win. As I told you before, I already told you before that there's really no clear winner because this series keeps going back and forth and back and forth. Well, this is what I meant.
Yeah. This says it all.
I don't know if there's ever been a second overtime in Berea-Midpark High School history, but if anything is the longest, the third overtime might have to be the record. But let's see if they can either going to make this last any longer, or they're going to end it right here, right now. The athletic department just might have to cancel this game and call it even. Tyson Clay will now receive it for his own. And now the right play has got to be moved here. Here comes Clay and gets fouled on the way by number 10. Tyson Clay is now going to go to the free throw line for 2.
If it's anyone's time, it's Tyson Clay's time.
That's right, the Claymaker's time. Maybe small, but he is mighty, trust me. I had to learn that one the hard way, and I don't want to talk about it. First one goes in. If anything, it'd actually be a good... Now, if I was the head coach, I would probably sub in Cal Maloney for Andre Alexander, maybe just for like 30 seconds, just to give him a refresh start.
Add that extra little height right there.
Because I'm not going to lie, Cal would actually be a good extra line of defense. Now, I'm not saying anything's wrong with Andre, but you just need some bigger height out there. And if it's anything we need to work on, it's defense. Here comes 30 against Nick Reese. 3 minutes and a half left to go. Passes it out to 13. 10 takes it and ties it again. 71-71 now. Here comes Nick Reese.
Hurry up.
Passes it out to Maddox. Now here comes Tyson Clay.
They're going to reset.
They're going to think this over one more time. Now Broughton's going to pull it up for 3. It's got
We've been waiting for him.
We've been waiting for that for a long time, I'll tell you that. Now here comes 21 against Dylan Maddox now. Screen moved. Pulls it up. Foul called on Andre Alexander.
I'm surprised it didn't get any louder when he hit that 3.
I think everyone's just getting tired at this point.
Yeah.
This has got to end some way, somehow. First shot goes in. And substitution here, we've got number 2. I take that back. There's no substitution happening here as the game still goes on for about 3 more minutes, if so. Now here comes Tyson Clay, looking to make a good move here. The Claymaker's up to something. He always is. He's going to pull it up. Doesn't get it. Reed Broughton saves the day. Going to pass it all the way out to Maddox. Here comes Reese. Crosses him over out to Maddox again. Now here comes Tyson Clay. They're going to reset and think this over one more time.
Coach
With 2
Harrington's
minutes and a
calling a
half
play.
remaining. Titans are up by 1 point, but that could be their doom. Here comes Clay. Now out to Reese.
Trying to get a one-on-one here. 2 minutes on the clock.
And now we've got the 2-minute warning officially. Nick's going to think this over. Dribble it out. See if he can get under his skin. He's going to attempt to drive in. Passes out to Trey Alexander. Rebounded by Reese. Out to Alexander again. Back out to Broughton. Here comes Nick Reese. Fakes it out on him. Maddox right inside the paint. It's a 3-point lead for the Titans. That's unbelievable. He just had to do that right in front of the big guy, number 10.
That might have been the best possession of the night.
That is just not easy to do that. Like, how? Now here comes 30. Passes it out to 2 against Andre Alexander. Passes it out to 10. He's going to attempt to drive in. Fakes it. 2 against Andre. Passes it out. Foul called on Tyson Clay. Point will not count. 1 minute and 10 seconds left remaining. The Titans have 4 timeouts. Meanwhile, Olmsted Falls only has 1. The Titans lead by 3.
Titans call a timeout.
Smart move there by the head coach. They got to talk this over to know what they need to do. Both teams have committed at least 5 fouls so far.
That's a lot.
Now let's take a look at our score leaders here. Number 21 from Olmsted Falls currently has 25 points. But now we're going to talk about the big guy, Nick Reese, who currently has 35 points in total. That is not an easy thing to achieve. But this guy, I told you this kid is on fire. You do not want to mess with him because he's going to sizzle you up.
Minute 10 on the clock. 3-point lead.
Seems like I think everyone's legs and hearts are getting tired at this point, but the game's got to end some point. All eyes are on that court. Everybody's watching, including the people who are watching right now live, as this could end anywhere.
I see some people just coming in, not even paying their ticket, just watching from the outside.
Honestly, that's kind of a smart move. I'd probably do the same. I don't want to pay $7 for just seeing 60 seconds of gameplay. Actually, I don't know if they even pay tickets after 4th quarter. Now here comes 13, gonna give it out for 2. First one goes in. Now it's a 2-point game. Second one goes in now.
1-point game.
This is starting to become more and more stressful as the overtimes go on.
Looks like a half-court trap, yes.
Here comes Clay. Trapped. Alexander saves the day. Props there to Andre Alexander for saving the ball. Maddox trapped, gives it out to Reese. Now to Clay. Passes it all the way out to Maddox. Now back out to Reese. They're going to have to foul at some point. Here comes Tyson Clay now. 40 seconds remain. Here comes Dylan Maddox trapped, and a timeout called by Berea-Midpark. Now, Smart move there by the Olmsted Falls Bulldogs to give them enough pressure to waste their timeouts on stuff like this. You know, I will give them respect for that.
Titans got it down to 36.9 seconds.
However, there's one thing that the Bulldogs fail to understand. That planning is key to success. They can feel it right here. You know, what caused these overtimes were just even numbers. Even numbers, down by 2, down by 4, because those are even numbers. But now they're only down by 1. At this point, only one team can take this victory. Titans players out there. Dylan Maddox, Nick Reese, Andre Alexander, Tyson Clay, and Reed Broughton.
Set up in a stack formation.
Already making a line. I already love it. He's going to give it to Clay. 13's going to guard him. Trapped. Gives it out to Maddox all the way out to Reese.
Gets it away.
Trapped to Ben. Out of bounds. Last touch by number 10.
Off the leg.
What a move there by Nick Reese.
25 on the
Throws
clock.
it right into his legs. That is just straight up rude. Now we've got a substitution coming in. 21 and 13 go out. 15 and 1 go in for Olmsted Falls. They got to do something here. Here comes Andre Alexander now. A 2-pointer is all they need. And another timeout. The last timeout. I apologize. There actually is no timeout. Instead, Tyson Clay will go to the line for 2. First one goes down. If he makes this one, the Titans will be up by 3, which will require Olmsted Falls to get a 3-point shot in order to tie the game.
Is that the Olmsted Bulldogs bench is quiet.
Pulls it up and in.
Yes.
And now, number 2, Andre Alexander. Here we go. This is it, people. Against Alexander. And Clay's going to go back to the line for 2 more. Even one basket can guarantee victory here.
Yes, it can. Love to see 2, though.
Stays a 3-point game. Now, both teams still have 1 timeout remaining. Holds that one up. Now it's a 4-point lead. Timeout Olmsted Falls. That is their last one. As now they will discuss this over and think of a new game plan. This just keeps going and going and over again. I honestly can't believe what I'm even witnessing right now. This might have to be one of the craziest basketball games I've ever seen since Amherst when I was a sophomore.
Yeah.
That was in overtime, but this is double overtime, man.
I don't think it's going to go into triple, though.
To be honest, just between you and me, I really hope it doesn't go into triple overtime because, if anything, I think everyone's kind of had enough of tonight. I think they just want all this to be over. And look at that over there. The cheerleaders are doing their own little huddle as they were the players themselves. Now, that's true school spirit right there. As everyone's about ready to dip, rest remain to see the end. All right, for the players, we've got Reed Broughton, Dylan Maddox, Tyson Clay, Nick Reese, and Andre Alexander. The defense is what is needed. If they take that ball, it's game over. We've got 9 seconds now remaining. Takes it! Nick Reese has it!
Full game!
And yes, Titans win! the battle fan now belongs
They will not
to the
let him get
Berea-Midpark Titans. The crowd's trying to interact with the players, but administration's already getting involved.
They knew it was going to happen. What a game.
A whole riot might take place here. Oh my goodness. The Berea-Midpark Titans, and there they go. Now that's what I call a true team effort right there, as everyone's now cheers of joy after a long, humongous game here at Berea-Midpark High.
We need to get a video of this.
The Battle of Bagley now belongs to the Berea-Midpark Titans. Oh my goodness.
They're going to be happy going to that locker room.
Oh man, they're going to be celebrating after this, I'll tell you that. Man, one heck of a game, I tell you. Alrighty, now let's go over to our reporter Emma down to report our post-game report as the Titans now win. Emma, you may take it away when you're ready.
What was your mindset going into overtime?
Going into overtime, I mean, we're a little beat, but like we all football players out here, so we're dogs. We're out there. We're very well conditioned. I mean, we're always in the gym, lifting, playing basketball, whatever it is. I mean, if we're hanging out, we're doing stuff, activities. So I mean, we're 100% well conditioned, and I don't know, we're just out there to win.
Well, we just had to defend. I mean, like the defense, keep working hard down the stretch, and then coach said eventually we're going to get the win.
All right, congratulations on the huge win.
Thank you.
Thank you.
All right, back to you guys. After a second overtime, the Titans come out on top, 79-75. It was a hard-fought win, with Nick Reese leading with 35 points and Tyson Clay right behind him with 20 points. This team played incredible tonight, and you could tell they wanted their revenge. They wanted to beat Olmsted Falls. They fought their all the whole game. Thank you so much for watching us here on TSPN.
Well, that was one heck of a matchup. Oh my goodness. Not one, but two overtime periods. Man, I never thought I'd ever see that. What do you think?
That might have been the best game in the history of Berea-Midpark High School.
Oh my gosh, I will have to totally agree with you, and I'm so glad I got to witness that when I was a senior. Well, we have so much to talk about, but for now, all I can say is that the Berea-Midpark Titans have won 79-73. Any last words you'd like to say there, Luke?
We came together as a team, and we took that dub.
Yes, sir. That's the way to do it. And as always, thank you, everybody, for watching TSPN. We hope you have a great rest of your night, and please enjoy your weekend.
That's all.